I thought about that, too. I said, we don't see him anymore.
Well, I don't think it's anything against us. I think he's freaking out over success. Chappelle was always a comic who was kind of like a club comic and everything, and, and he got in some movies and stuff. And suddenly he had this show on Comedy Central, which he figured would be good for a season. Became a hit. Now, in the third season, they're saying to him, we're going to make, they threw him like $20 million or something to keep it going.
Right, he had to renegotiate. And,
plus DVD sales and all kinds of stuff.
They gave him lots of money.
Yeah, and I think he freaked out, like he feels like he can't somehow make the show good enough. He's afraid he's going to fail. And he's just freaking out. He can't get the third season done. But he's just got to get that thing done, man. Make some dough.
Just crank it out the way you used to. Like sort of don't care.
He's putting a little too much pressure on himself.
Right. But that was one of the fun things about the show, was like it sort of looked like nobody cared.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did.
Well, no, a lot of people cared. It's funny.
At the time, Comedy Central said the show was pushed back because Chappelle was reportedly ill, dealing with unspecified artistic control issues. Things apparently broke down this week, and Comedy Central announced unilaterally that it was not willing to go ahead with the May 31st debut.
Wow.
So
I hope it works out. I love Chappelle. I've known him for a long time. He's a really good guy.
He is a real good guy. I ain't saying he isn't. I just think he's having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, and how do you know he wants it to work out, Artie?
Right.
Look, I hope it works
he's
out.
Like you.
I hope it works out.
I gotta make a movie.
He's got pressure.
I mean, really, calm down. I gotta make
all
a movie.
These comedians with their pressure.
I'm finding I don't like success too much either.
Yeah, you know what? You don't need
I was in the elevator in the building yesterday. One of the guys that works here gets in the elevator, and we're just staring at the front of the elevator. And he goes, "You the guy making the movie?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "That guy's crazy."
That guy's crazy.
I know, there was a lot of comments about Artie.
Well, guess what? He's right.
Yeah.
That guy is crazy.
Because everybody kept saying, just where is Artie's problem?
Well, Artie's just freaking out.
It's deep in my head. Deep in my head.
I was telling the story yesterday how Artie wrote a movie with a guy that I know. It's
Frank Sebastiano.
Frank Sebastiano, real funny guy. And they wrote a small little movie. They got some maniac to pony up $3.5 million to go shoot the thing.
Uh-huh.
And you're welcome. And it's a small budget affair that Artie's really excited about.
Sure.
And Artie comes up to me and he goes, "Listen, I need 5 weeks to shoot this thing. It's my dream." I go, "Good. That sounds great. Congrats." He goes, "But I'm going to take 2 weeks off in July, and then I have to take 3 weeks off." I go, "You kidding me?" I go, "Okay." And he goes, "Well, what do you think?" I go, "Oh, you asking me what I think, or are you telling me?"
Yeah, either you're telling me you're doing this, or you're asking me what I think.
I said,
I could have just told you.
I said, "I've never busted your balls about any of this," but I said,
No,
don't you think it's time maybe you set your priorities straight? You got a show here that loves you. We've got a nice rhythm going. It's a high priority. You could even make the argument that the movie will do well and will be successful for these people. They're going to want you to mention it on the show that is successful, and hopefully.
But I would never bring that up.
Yeah, but you would.
In the course of talking, it would be like Artie's getting up to go do his movie.
And I'm sure the guys who put up the 3.5 are hoping maybe you'll bring it up on the air.
I ain't saying what they're thinking.
All right.
I'm just saying I would never bring that up.
No, I understand, but I'm saying, hey, I did a movie. I realize I don't know what your movie is, but I shot.
Yeah, Artie's in every scene.
I said, "Artie, I said I was in every scene. I shot for 4 months. What I did was I did my radio show and then I shot." And he goes, "Well, we don't have that kind of budget." I said, "Well, I don't know what kind of budget you have, but you got 2 weeks off in July. You got a week off in August. You got Fridays off in August. Seems to me you could shoot the whole movie and not miss a show. Maybe even, if you got to leave a little bit early, fine, but come in till 9:30, 10 o'clock some days. So just walk right out and go do your movie." I'm understanding of that. He looked at me like I put a knife in his heart.
I know, you just killed him.
He was like, "What are you talking about? That's not how I want to do this."
I didn't see it going this way.
I said, "Well, then you're not making the show a priority." And at this point, he goes, "Well, we have, we are in the past. I said, "Well, come on. I mean, we're at a different place now."
And you never left for 5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
It wouldn't be 5 weeks.
Or 3 weeks even.
So Artie didn't like my answer, but I said, "Look, that's my answer."
Well, you know what was funny yesterday? I was thinking back on the argument. Artie finally just said, "I don't want to do it that way."
He doesn't. I know he doesn't. He wants to go to the set, be all perky.
He
and
wants to have one job.
all pleasant. One job at a time, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he's done with his movie, come back to this job. Like, you know,
I was also
you guys keep it going.
I was also thinking about opening a roofing business that I could do as well.
A lot of people thought it was very Stuttering John or Jackie Martling.
Yes.
You know,
that's
the show
what I
will be
heard a
here when
lot
I need
of.
it.
Right.
No. I don't expect that at all.
No, I know. Of course not.
I don't.
No, I know. Of course not. But anyway, there's a way to work that movie.
Of course there
But you
is.
got to press it a little bit. You got to say, look, I'll do the movie, but here's what I need to do. I have a priority in my life. So Artie had a freak out and started saying yesterday that he's being quiet now, but he had a freak out. He was like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling a lot of pressure.
Oh, he started screaming, my health is not good. I don't
Well,
Like a
it
baby.
isn't.
Sorry, I'm not your mom.
But my health has never been good.
Right. I was like, what's different about today?
Right. Well,
So I'm working it out.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're the boss. I'm going to do what you want.
No.
Here we
You do what you
go.
want. I told you that. It's up to you. I'm not. I never threaten you. I'm just saying, hey, if you want my opinion, I'm giving it to you.
I know.
I would make things work.
Now he's doing what you want.
Yeah. Don't do what I want. That's the Jackie Martling attitude. Jackie, you say, all right, that's what you want. I go, no, I don't want anything from you. You do what you have to do. I'm very much like that. You know. But people like to blame me. I don't know. What am I doing?
I'm not blaming you for anything.
You have to do what I want. You do what you want. Take a year off. You got to do what you have to do in life. Listen, you're certainly a guy who's done what he has to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I'm a mover and a shaker.
No, I mean, listen. You're your own man. I know that. That's why I like
have
you.
certain priorities, you know.
Yeah. So, all right, enough with Artie.
But it was funny because a lot of people were doing the whole Jackie Martin. I heard a lot of Jackie's name.
Yeah, I did too.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's always disturbed. That's a real hurt. It was called Artie Martling.
I heard a few stuttering Arties too.
Stuttering Artie, yeah, I heard that. What was the other one, too?
Or Benedict Artie,
Benedict Artie.
Shelley Lang.
Shelley Lang.
The one that Fred said that is the funniest because it's not the least bit creative. He just called me McLean Stevenson.
That's how he calls it as he sees it. Fred, you've done a couple of movies and parts.
He does. You won't even know Fred's doing a movie.
Oh, no, absolutely no one knew.
You can tell by IMDb that I've done about 6 that nobody's seen.
Yeah, didn't interfere at all.
He doesn't even mention it.
Got a bunch of email. Oh, got to take a break. Okay, we'll be back right after these words.
Here's Robin calling in sick.
Hi, Gary. This is Robin. Hope you can hear this. Obviously, I am under the weather and don't think I should be at work tomorrow. So here's your heads up. Hopefully you get this in a timely fashion. I'm going to try to get this out of me and be back by Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Come to the United States.
What's happening over there?
Did you hear
What
that,
were
Fred?
the reviews?
I hope that's not true because it's hardly worth 2 shows in England and then they're going to
4
disband.
shows in England.
4.
I haven't heard any reviews. Have you?
No, how could that be bad? Crying out loud. Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker doing all Cream songs.
Well, they might not be up to snuff.
Sure they are.
I bet
Come
they're
on, what's the
fine.
matter with
You're
you?
too funny.
I love that band. I wouldn't care. I don't care.
You don't even care if they can't perform anymore.
Yeah, I got a call from a friend of mine who said she was going over for the concerts, and she goes, "I don't even know who they are really," and because she's younger. And I went,
Then why go?
I was so angry. I was like, I should be there.
She's just going because it's a happening.
Yeah, well, I think she's working over there, and someone invited her or something.
But, I mean, she's going. I mean, people invite you to things all the time you don't go to. She's going because somebody told her it was important.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go see that.
Yeah, I wish we were there. I told you we should set up dates so that we could be broadcasting from there.
I saw Clapton solo once, and he did a bunch of Cream songs, and it was great, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see them together.
I've seen Clapton several times live, but no Cream.
You know what song I was listening to yesterday? Aerosmith's, I got to call Joe Perry about this. Aerosmith's, wait a second, I wrote it down. I was listening, I said, I got to write this down so I remember to ask Joe one time, like, who thought of this? You know the song, God damn it, what's wrong with my brain? Oh, I got to show you this, too. This is a chick with the hottest ass I've ever seen. Wait a second. I got ADD, man. I'm all over the place.
Still looking for the hottest ass.
No, I found it. Well, here's a comment about Jim Brewer. When I heard Goat Boy was going to be sitting in, I figured I would switch back. I wouldn't switch back for Robin's News after he went to commercials. What a surprise. Jim was incredible. He never really had a chance to show off all he could do at Saturday Night Live. Jim's performance on this morning's show might have been enough for me to make a serious decision. I think that when Artie takes his 3 weeks in August to finish his movie, Jim should sit in. He can do all the Artie sounds, plus he's fast and funny.
Yeah, I was over at the Friars Club yesterday, and everybody was talking about it.
What were you doing there?
I was having lunch.
Oh, with your TV show?
With some people from
I
there,
knew
yes.
it. I knew those fancy meetings you're taking. I hate when you are meeting with other people beside me. You know how I get. Oh, yeah? You took a meeting at the Friars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Don likes to meet.
Yes, and Jay Thomas was there. I was like, oh, I'm having Howard's experience from the day before.
Yeah. But Jay comes up to me. He's all full of energy. He's like, hey, Howard, you're too tall. Hey, all you tall guys. Hey, what kind of outfit is that? Hey, you're too tall. Man, you guys. I went, Jay, save it for on the air.
Yes.
That's where you're supposed to be funny. You're very funny here.
Expend that energy on the air.
So, Jay, now do this on the air. Guy's a barrel of energy.
I know, he's always feeling like he's got to lay out material.
Yeah. I'm like, Jay, we're off the radio now. There's no point. No one's listening.
He's not like that on the air? I never even heard him.
I don't know what he is on the air, but don't use up your energy in the hallway.
He had to be exhausted by the time he finished with Howard.
Yeah, I mean, he put on a whole show. I go, relax. You don't have to be the life of the party. I'm not a chick.
But everybody thought Jim was just amazing.
Yeah, Jim's great, man. In fact, I talked to the guys over there about, they already contacted me. Maybe we'll put Jim on our channel.
Yeah.
So people could easily find him. Because that'll be fun to have him around. Most people really love Jim. A couple of people wrote in said they didn't. They said they had to turn the radio off. He couldn't calm himself down. But for the most part, everybody loved him. Oh, I know this. I was thinking about Sweet Emotion. You know the part where it goes, you know how it sucks backwards? Like I wonder who thought to put that in. You know what I'm talking about?
The producer.
You know, it goes, sweet. You got that song?
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Emotion. Then it goes,
Right.
that whole, you know what I'm talking about, Artie?
That's that's one of my favorite Aerosmith songs.
But don't you wonder, like, sometimes,
Ever.
like, who thought of that?
Yeah.
Who thought of? I was watching this homeless guy walking down the street the other day, and I went, like, this guy makes homelessness attractive. You know, some guys can pull it off. This guy had a big-ass shopping cart. He had about 50 garbage bags and stuff tied off to the side. Some of the garbage bags were just filled with cans because he's going to sell those.
So it was like a whole housing unit.
Yeah, he was pushing around this whole big thing, and I went, gee, that doesn't look fun being homeless. But there are some guys who just apparently walk around all day with, like, maybe a little knapsack and maybe a couple of bags.
Yeah.
And they don't make it look so bad, but this guy was not pulling it off.
He's disorganized.
Yeah, I was like, I don't ever want to be homeless.
Organization is very important when you're homeless.
Like, he had every single thing in the world tied to that friggin' shopping cart. And he's pushing it down the street, and I went, this is just awful. This is you might as well get a job.
I love and
Right,
you know what?
right.
I really
You're doing that.
I really hate it when they have those shopping carts, though, because then you can't find one at the supermarket.
Think about it. That guy does more work than us.
Oh, my God. This guy was sweating. He had the big, heavy Aqualung coat on and the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like he's loading trucks all
That cart's
day.
kind of heavy, isn't it?
Sitting on a park bench.
I heard the greatest story, though, about a bum
Snot
yesterday.
dripping. Boy, nobody's using the word bum anymore.
But this is a
hobo?
a bum.
Bum.
I know that's probably politically incorrect.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would think so.
I just
No,
use
a bum is a bum.
All right,
Let's
but go
be
ahead.
serious.
What's
I
your
use
story?
drunken loser.
Right.
No, this guy had a job.
I heard a funny story about a drunken loser the other day.
No. This guy had a job.
Yeah.
And he had a briefcase and wore a suit and went to work every day. But in the several blocks he used to walk to work, he used to beg for money.
Oh.
And so every day he would beg for money on his way to work, go in, work all day, and then beg for money on his way back to the train probably. And then he disappeared. And one of the guys who used to watch him every day, because he had a store where he used to walk,
Right.
went to one of the people he used to go to work with and said, whatever happened to that guy? They said, oh, you mean the bum? And he said, yeah. He said he retired and bought a mansion
Hey, see?
in Costa Rica or someplace.
That ain't right.
Living
Hey,
the high
how you
life.
doing there? Bobo the businessman. How are you there, Howard?
Hey, Bobo.
Listen, I picked up the new hot issue of FHM magazine. You are
Yes.
one lucky bastard. Now, I'm looking at it right now. What does it for me is page 117, sand on her ass. Can I
You
say
like
that?
I
Oh, my
think
God.
yeah, Beth's on the cover yet again on FHM magazine, and I think this is her best cover yet.
And it's a full
Absolutely.
pictorial.
Full pictorial. There's like 20 pictures in there, and I really,
Yeah.
I said to her, I thought they were really beautiful pictures.
Was she
I like
happy with it?
115.
Yeah,
What-
nice to hear you say
115.
that because around here, there's a weird vibe. That, like I brought in the magazine, and the guys
Right.
will barely look at it because
I
they
think
know.
they feel funny around you.
But I think I caught Gary looking at it this morning before I came in, and then he quickly threw it down. Was I right about that?
You know what? I didn't notice.
He was like standing here.
No.
That wasn't you?
No.
Because I saw you standing by my stuff, and you were flipping through a magazine, and I went,
No, that wasn't me.
oh, all right.
But I will tell you, oh my gosh, I had the wrong month. Somebody switched my calendar. Beth's calendar, May, is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I got to show it to you.
No.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out that Gary has Beth's calendar just sitting right in front of him every day.
Hey, Howard, I like page 115. It's great with her long hair covering her breasts. That's nice.
Yeah,
I like
they did a
that
good
stuff.
job with those pictures.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I told her it was a good spread.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice shot. Wow.
Yeah.
And I like how she says she walks around your apartment, man, with a tank top and no bra on. You lucky bastard.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was a thing that she does to keep our relationship alive. Like, I thought she just was walking around looking
That
hot.
was like the way she'd be.
Yeah, like she's cooking sometimes, and which turns me on when a woman cooks. And she's cooking sometimes, and then like I see, hey, that's kind of hot. She's got no bra on,
Really?
and like sometimes the top will fall down, and the boob is hanging out, and I go, whoa, and I get really turned on, like I have to have you now.
Apparently it's working.
And then I read in the magazine she's saying, hey, that's a thing she does to keep the relationship
Yeah.
hot. And
What are
I'm-
you doing to keep a relationship?
And Howard, she says you're
I
really,
wash my ass every day.
she also says you're very creative as far as having sex indoors.
Yeah.
Because once outdoors, you guys were messing around, and some idiot was in a tree taking pictures.
That's true.
Ugh.
Yeah,
New York Post had it on the cover.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
But I tell you, I met her twice, man, in person, and she's a sweetheart.
yeah, she's
She really
she's
is.
really good. I got a good thing going. I know that.
You do. You got a great life, and lucky
Hopefully
you.
I won't screw it up.
Bobo met her. Bobo
You
met her
will.
twice. That means you gotta beef up security.
Yeah.
No, I was in Manhattan a couple
Is that
weeks
what you thought he
ago.
was going to say? I met her twice. You better beef up security.
Yeah, that's what
I was in
When I hear
Manhattan.
Bobo met her twice, I'm like, you're doing something wrong.
No, I think Cammie fired there last week, a couple weeks ago in Manhattan at the animal thing, you know?
Hey, as long as we're talking about hot chicks, Richard Christie sent me a picture of this chick. It's one of his creepy emails to me. It goes,
Oh, it's something
Oh,
he
God.
discovered?
yeah, but he's right. He goes, my breath was taken away when I found this picture today. I know Playboy airbrushes, but this ass looks pretty damn perfect to me. Her name is Stephanie Flickinger. Flickinger. Check out this chick's ass.
All right, let me see.
I don't know how old this is.
I love asses.
I've never seen an ass on a chick like this. Look at this. Look at this chick's ass.
Oh my God,
It's insane. What?
What does it look like?
that's painted
Not bad.
on.
I'm saying it's one of the best.
Yeah, definitely top 10.
Yeah. Hey, Robin. This is what your ass is
Oh,
supposed
that's
to look
an ass
like.
that
Does
you
yours
would
look like
like?
that?
No.
No? Well, that's a shame.
But that looks like almost a rubber ass.
I know. It's so perfect.
Let me see that
All right.
ass.
Look at that ass.
Let me take that.
Seriously.
I'd like to see other shots, though.
Hey, put up on page 69, man.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I think. Richard probably went looking for that ass to see if it was real.
Yeah, I was looking to see if that was real ass.
Man, I know asses.
Wow. I don't know.
That is perfect.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Robin. Look at that thing.
Come on,
I
honey.
wouldn't know what
You
perfect
know.
ass is.
You know.
That doesn't look so good to me. Really?
Boy, that looked like I could really go to town on that ass.
Oh.
Not on. Stephanie Flickinger.
I don't look at that ass and say I'd like to have that.
Boy, that's some ass. Where'd you find that picture, dude? What were you busy?
It was on the Playboy site yesterday.
Yeah.
It looks
It
like
is.
Is she a new chick or is that an old picture?
I think that's an older picture. I think she's been around for a few years, and I think she's just on their website. I don't even know if she's in the magazine or not, but
Man.
it looks like two apples. It's like a perfect ass.
I would wipe this ass.
Now, let me ask you something. Did you go looking to see if that's real or airbrush? Did you go try to find more ass pictures of her?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I try to find some more ass pictures.
Aerial ass shots.
You know when you put two apples together, they sort of look like an ass?
Yeah, I went to the supermarket and created my own Flickinger.
Yeah, I got two big watermelons next to each other.
It's hot.
Yeah, and then I put her picture under my ass microscope, and I saw no imperfections.
There was no blemishes on that ass.
Yeah.
Instead of a girl, I go to the supermarket to the fruit section.
Kiwi fruit. Apples don't say no.
I'd rather have a really hot piece of fruit than an ugly girl.
Man,
Took two eggplants.
I got a letter about you in the mail, and it's so true. This guy's in prison, and he's writing me.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh,
He goes-
God. What do you think?
He sends me this article about Richard Christie from a metal magazine from years ago, and they're talking about how they're interviewing him like he's Ginger Baker. I mean, he's like the greatest rock drummer ever. So the guy goes, I found this article on Richard Christie, and he says, this guy was a legend in metal. He was in Control Denied, Incantation, Iced Earth, and Demons and Wizards. These are all top-of-the-line death, black power metal bands.
demons and wizards.
He's obviously an extremely skilled and very accomplished rock music drummer. So the question is, how in the hell can this guy not get laid?
I know.
Even the most disgusting, ugly, smelly, stupid, fat, lazy, and so on guy in a band that never makes it out of the local band scene gets chicks. Chicks love dudes in bands, any band. What's up with Richard?
Richard.
He surely isn't gay. I just think he has intimacy issues myself.
Definitely.
I'm a club comedian. I get laid.
Yeah, I know.
I spent all my time practicing.
In all my years being in and around bands, I've never seen any band members not get laid. The fact that the only dates that he has is Friday night porno dates is absolutely crazy. Is that you?
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's you? Dude, you're a rock god. We got to start recording with you.
Yeah, we got to get the losers back together.
Yeah, we're
I'm
definitely.
ready.
You're in. Listen to this. Look at this guy.
Kill a virgin.
F you.
Drink the blood of a dying ghost.
All right. Guy, how could this guy not get dates? He goes, this is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So read the article, man.
Man,
The guy goes, I love Richard on the show. He's a great addition, very funny. As for Ronnie, fire him. What an idiot. Howard shouldn't put up with his BS. Artie, hell yes, funny as hell. And Robin, chocolate dream come true. And
I
Fred,
agree.
chocolate dream come true.
Fred, too.
Hey, Richard, what was the
By
last
the
time
way,
you
he
got
goes,
laid, Richard?
hold on a second. I love Fred, very smart, but Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone is a killer song, and Fred should shut up about that. He called it awful. He's wrong. It does rock. And Howard, you are a genius.
It doesn't rock.
I'm a 20-year listener, and the show still kills. I'm going to miss it when you guys go to satellite. I'm in prison and can't get satellite. That's when I went, oh, he's in prison.
Well, that's prison for you.
See, that's the problem is all my fans are in prison and they're like big hairy guys. There's not too many women that are into metal.
There's
so.
two people in bands in history who couldn't get laid. It's Richard and Mama Cass.
Dude, Metallica, Van Halen, all those guys got
But
laid.
didn't the other other guys in your band get laid?
Yeah, they did.
All right.
How long you do? And Richard, how long has it been since you've been laid, man?
It's been October 93.
Whoa.
No, not 93, 2003.
Come on.
2003.
But before that, it was 93. I went 10 years, which when I think back about it, I missed my best years of sex.
But you're already, dude, you're already 2.5 years into your next 10 years.
I know. I was thinking, maybe my 30s I'll make up for it. So far, I haven't.
We were talking
You
in the
going
office.
blind yet or what?
What'd you do? I told you to shave off that mustache you did, but what happened to your little goatee?
I trimmed it a little bit.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
did
what
too much. You need a lot of help.
Yeah, I know. I'm a
Hey,
mess.
Howard, that did that makeover. Didn't it help him out?
Yeah, he looks a lot better, but
thanks.
he's
Well,
already
let me
screwing
ask him
up.
something. He says it's been since 2003. And in 2003, how many times did you get it?
Just from one girl about probably 3 times.
Wow.
She must feel good hearing this.
Yeah, really.
I'm the one sucker.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with me?
I'm the one idiot who fell for it.
You're my victim.
We were in the office and we were talking. We think that Richard's actually gone to this bizarre place where he prefers the company of himself to the company of a woman.
Yeah, I believe that.
And we said, okay, if you had the choice this weekend to hook up with, what's that Steele chick that you like? On your
Crystal Steele.
Crystal
yeah.
Steele, or a very good-looking, but not top of the line, but a very good-looking fan of the show, what would you do?
Well, go with Crystal Steele.
Yeah, she's experienced.
Well, why
she
not?
knows what she's doing.
That's not the choice.
A real woman.
Here's the
No,
choice.
you can go with a real woman.
All right, you got a choice tonight. There's a girl out there. She's a 4, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 4.
Yeah.
Really sweet girl, nice. She got a bit of a gunt. she's got some pimples.
She got cankles.
On a scale of
and
one,
she's got cankles.
on a scale of 1 to
Pretty
200,
face.
she's a 180.
Pretty face,
But a killer
and
ass.
she's about 35 pounds overweight, okay?
Oh, God.
Or go home and just, yank it to one of your pornos.
Okay, see, that's going to be a situation where if she's not totally gorgeous, I'm going to have to get to know her for a little bit and like her personality.
What if she's a 7 and she's a real person?
7? No, he's there.
A 7,
Anyone would
I'd
be
be
there.
6.
Yeah.
But she's I mean, at what point would you go for whatever Steele over a real human being? Why would you do
Why
that?
don't you just go out and get laid?
You know what, Richard? Do this. Go to the supermarket, get 2 apples, 2 cantaloupes, and a head of lettuce, and make
Hey,
a
how
shake.
about this
Yeah, I
for
was going to say, what other vegetables or fruits does he need to make a one?
How about this for a different way of looking at it? The guy's incredibly secure. He can go to the Chinese restaurant himself. He doesn't need like me. I'm the worst. When I was single, I couldn't go 20 minutes without a girl, and not because it can't be a sex need. It's because I need someone to hold my hand and take me through life.
You need your security
babysitter.
blanket.
Yeah, my security blanket.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy's healthy. You don't need that.
Well,
yeah.
there's a little, there's going too far. There's you. You are the wrong end of the spectrum.
And he's at the other.
And he's
I'm
the
at
wrong end of
right,
the
way
spectrum.
other
right.
end, Yeah. Well, after 10 years, after going without for 10 years, I really learned to enjoy being with myself and being by myself, and I got used to it. And I was like, if I'm going to go 10 years without, when I finally do get laid, I'm going to make sure it's like the most amazing looking chick, one of the most
I would
amazing
love
I've ever
to see
seen.
this girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
man.
was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was worth the wait, but it's like,
Yeah, but in a band, you should be able to get girls.
Make a chick and then
That
turn her
point.
into a nice salad.
And you should be able to get hot chicks
Magnet
in a
of
band.
Dan.
That's right.
see,
What do you want, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Richard because I don't think he's that bad looking of a guy. We joke around. I was out with this girlfriend of mine the other night. We were watching a band play, and she was checking out the drummer. She was not particularly hot for this guy, but she's like, drummers are so hot. A guy can go from being a 1 to being a 10 just by being a hot drummer, just the way they move.
Yeah,
the way
that's
they work
got to
the drums.
happen once in a while.
Absolutely.
And I said to her, Richard is one of the greatest metal drummers ever out there. Richard's who I work with. She goes, oh, but not him.
I don't care how good he is.
You know what I think does it too for a lot of chicks is like this accent, and I think
Yeah.
I'm too nice too. I mean, Robin probably knows that. Like, if you're real nice to a woman, they're going to consider you more of a
No,
friend.
nice is
than-
good. They like that. Creepy is what they don't like.
No. He goes, you know what Ganji does, where he talks you beyond
Right.
the point where you think of him as a guy and becomes your friend.
chair for you?
See, I do that. I pull out chairs for women.
All right, listen.
Me,
I
I got a guy
You'll
for
get a
you.
girl. Don't worry. It'll
Hey,
happen.
Howard.
Yeah.
I don't understand. He's on the show. He can't get laid. He was in, a metal band. He got Double A walking around with his card with your picture on it. He gets laid like no tomorrow.
See, I don't try and use things. When I was a drummer, I never went up to a girl and said, "Hey, do you know I'm a big drummer in a metal band?"
You know what? That's
But
just
why
foolish.
wouldn't you?
I know I should. But
Why become a drummer in a metal band?
No, but I got to figure traveling around with the band and doing press and,
Absolutely.
and chicks do come to the concert.
yeah, they do. I just never could get past that point of just talking to them and say, "Hey, let's go," in the back.
Well, whatever. All right.
Look,
We're not going to get to the bottom of it today.
Richard, when I got a job on the show, I walked into the bar with a megaphone and said, "Only one drink. I don't want to be hungover tomorrow on the Howard Stern show."
I should get a T-shirt or something. Huh?
Even I've told girls I'm a drummer in a metal band. I've gotten laid. All right. Thank you, Bobo. Thank you,
All right,
Richard.
man.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm the greatest metal drummer ever. Iced Earth.
All right, I got to play you this, and then Beetlejuice is stopping by, Gilbert Godfrey's stopping by. We have a bunch of things to get to, but I got to play you this. Oh, but maybe I'll play it when we get back. You know how Sal and Richard busted Gary the retard's balls the other day
Yes.
by putting him back on hold every minute? Well, this now continues because Gary called to Gary keeps calling to complain that he was put on hold.
Uh-huh.
And so they hooked him up with the Rosie O'Donnell retard tapes
Oh, no.
so he could complain.
Oh, I
So
can't wait to hear
we have
that.
Gary the retard talking to Rosie O'Donnell as a retard.
All right.
And that goes horribly wrong. I was going to move into that right now, but I see commercial break.
Yeah, poor Gary.
Poor Rosie.
See, I think I'm going to do fine in the new place with no commercials, or few commercials.
Sure.
Because I hate breaking for commercial. I could keep going for 4 hours and leave.
I understand that, but every once in a while you need time to set up something.
I do?
I don't know. I'm just, sometimes when we're having something live in here, you might want to break down for a second just so they can set up.
Yeah, there's certain acts come in here.
okay.
You need to set up the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You mean for when the guy gets vomited on by the girls and you have to lay plastic down on the floor? Or when the guy farts and moves his bowels on the floor?
My favorite is walking in here in the morning and Brian Phelan is duct taping plastic to the floor.
I know to clear out. Whenever I see them rolling out the plastic, you don't want to be
You know
here.
we're in for a good show when you see the plastic come out.
Yeah. People are like putting hazardous waist suits on. And
Right. They got the yellow tape.
Ah.
Looks like a murder's going to happen.
We had one, there's a camera guy that they hired to do the handheld sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was a bit where me and Benji were throwing, I don't know, Bavarian cream donuts at some guy. Benji kept missing it in the camera guy. At the end, Gary said, "Look at the camera guy. He looked like he just went through like Willy Wonka's factory." Yeah, and he was sitting there with an $80,000 camera with cream on it. And it's all over his eyes, and he's just looking at Benji shaking his head.
Not bad enough you get, cream all over you and sticky crap, but it's Benji doing it to you.
And then they thought Benji was doing it on purpose, but he denies it.
Yeah.
He's not that good at aim.
Whenever the plastic and the duct tape goes up, I go, man, it looks like in Silence of the Lambs when that guy has the girls in the bottom of the pit.
Right.
And we're just waiting for something really bad to happen.
Right. We're prepared when the bad thing happens.
Yeah, I got a memo yesterday. Some of the guys had ideas for some, I don't know, was it Beetlejuice? What were those like doing horrible, things to women? Like having Beetlejuice lick off.
Those would probably be Sal memos. Cause
Yeah.
the Sal memos are the anti-woman ones.
And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think there's enough duct tape and plastic to put in the studio for that idea.
Really? That messy it was going to be.
Yeah, it's like a murder scene.
Let's nail her feet to the floor. What do you think?
Yeah, right. I mean,
It's
this
a
is
great
a
idea.
sick, perverted,
I take sandpaper to their ass, and then I pour some lighter fluid, and then I throw match. What do you think? What do you think? Gary, I'm not mad. What are you talking about?
Sal, we can't do this bit. Why? Because it's not 14th century Bavaria.
It's illegal.
Okay, I chew some worms, then I spit in their nose. What do you think?
Yeah, because murder's illegal.
Oh, come on.
Did you hear about the
All right.
new murder laws about 400 years ago?
And then he wanted to dress up like a black. People say Sal looks like
He was gonna
Beetlejuice.
put on blackface.
He's going to put on blackface. And I went, well, why would he do that? It's so elaborate. I mean, who cares?
I'm sure that won't be offensive.
You know, I know you were talking about how weird and angry Sal can be. So we went over contest entries yesterday from a lard ass to a hard ass.
Yeah.
Boy, I've never seen a man so angry at women. I said to him, I go, do you have sisters? He goes, yeah, 3. I go, do they have any clue how angry you are? You just turn on the tape, and it's like, you know, the F and C word, turn that pig off. You know, she should die. I mean, like, not even clever stuff.
She should die.
You were being creepy yesterday.
What do you mind, Bowie?
Wait, Will, Jason, anybody come in and tell me if you heard what I heard?
I just used basic slang that we were having pizza, we were drinking, and I just said a few comments. I'm not angry at women.
You had something to say about every single person that was up there, and all of it was
I could say that.
Like things like, he goes, I'd like to spit on her.
He's like, yeah, I'd rape her. That was his approval.
Oh.
That was a great, I'd like to rape her.
It was exactly like that mass murderer. He didn't want to date her. He just wanted to rape her.
You got some issues, dude.
I have no issues, Howard.
Spit on women?
Yeah, but spitting is hot. I mean, to me, it's hot.
No, it's not.
Are we going to find out one day that, you know, we actually employed a serial killer?
Not a serial killer. I'm
He goes to those booths in Times Square. That's pretty close.
I think we're finding out today, Rob.
Yes, Richard.
Sal watches the angriest porn, too.
Yeah, oh, my God.
He was watching one yesterday, and I can't even describe what was going on, but it was.
What was happening?
Oh, it was a girl. They sat down a girl. They got her all naked. He goes, oh, you think you're hot and everything? She goes, yeah. He goes, what are you? And she goes, a porn star. He goes, no, you're not. You're a whore. He goes, I got a special gift for you.
Yeah.
And a black dwarf comes out of the closet.
So you're into humiliating chicks.
Oh, so this
And
is
the black dwarf is mean, too.
The black dwarf has to stand up on the ledge of the couch so he can position himself properly.
Yeah.
And he says things to her like, did you ever think when you were in high school this is where you would end up, you know? And then he'll say something like, he goes, the cameras are off. What's your real name? And she'll say the real name. He goes, the cameras are on, you stupid whore.
Stupid whore, right? Yeah. And then what does he do? Does he have, like, nasty sex with her?
Super nasty. Well, what he'll do is he'll ask her something. He goes, do you want to do that? And she'll go, no. He goes, midget, do that to that whore now. Like, whatever she says no to, they make her do.
How can they do that?
Because they're paying the whore.
Probably sign some kind of release.
They can do it. They can do it because this woman really loves crack.
Sal's got a big smile on his face the whole time he's watching.
There's only one thing that really turned me off. It kind of like.
Yeah, let's hear what turned you off.
Yeah, really.
I gotta know.
It creeped me out, man.
All right, let me hear.
There was this chick yesterday I was watching. She was so hot. Remember, Christy?
Yeah.
Oh man! And then in the end, they're all done, and her mascara's all over her. She looks like she was just dragged through a toilet, you know, dunked in and out, the works. And this is where I'm at my peak. Like, I'm ready to go.
My dream.
Yeah.
That part didn't turn him off.
I'm ready to make the glaze here. So, anyway, he goes, look up the camera, you whore. And he goes, are you proud of yourself? She goes, yeah. He goes, you going to go home and tell your dad about this? And she goes, my dad doesn't watch this. And he goes, oh, then why don't you tell your son about it? I'm like, oh, my God. It was just to see that lady.
You mean for a second you actually saw her as a human being?
Yeah.
Oh.
For a little brief
See, they ruined it.
Wait a minute. You were ready to go and Richard was there?
No.
Well, he doesn't have a problem with that.
Wait, but you just said Richard, remember this? And I'm
Well,
I'm
he
ready
invited
to go.
me to the booth.
He invited Richard to go down to the booth.
Yeah.
And he's
nothing
been
wrong with
watched
that.
before.
We're buddies.
Would you guys, have you ever shared a booth with a guy? Like, where two guys are in one booth?
Back in the days in Wall Street, like 3 or 4 at lunch would go hit the booth.
Holy
Together?
You would fit in one booth?
One time a girl went.
And watched you guys?
No, we don't watch each. I mean, one time this girl, she was a
Dude,
cold
you're like
caller.
Bob Crane. You ever see that movie, The Hogan
Yeah.
Hero guy?
I tell you, one time I went to the booth. This was real
You
weird.
went to a booth with like a couple of your buddies, and
Yeah,
you're
like-
all in the booth doing it?
Those booths
No,
are
not
small,
in the same
too.
booth. You know, there's a whole string of booths.
Howard, understand something. Wait a second. Understand, Howard, it's a circle, right?
Right.
It's
So
like the men's room.
a window goes up and down. So when the window goes up,
You see everybody.
you can see everyone else in their window.
Right.
Were you
can
guys
see the guy
talking
on
to
the
each
other
other?
side, he said.
One time my head almost got stuck because there's a timer. So I stuck my head in the window and the plastic thing came down.
Bonked in the head?
Yeah, it got me in the head and it wedged my head a little bit. So thank God I got it out in time. I think I would have been decapitated.
You could have had a big lawsuit. You'd how many 25 senses they get all day?
Those were the good old days.
You were going to say one time, you were about to tell us one of your
Oh,
disgusting-
one
What's it
time.
cost to go to a booth?
For me, $2, I'm done.
Right.
You know, now that you can slide the dollars in, you don't have to get the coins from the Indian guy, and that's the most humiliating part. Because you want to get in, you want to get out real quick. You know, you got the whole walk, you're looking down at your shoes, you walk real fast, but then you have to stop to the Indian guy, go, give me tokens. And then
Yes, loser.
Yeah.
Give me tokens.
Here's your jerkin token.
The tokens are always greasy, so it's...
Of course.
Oh, it's bad.
Here's Ronnie.
We make them boil the tokens.
I got a theory on this whole thing with him.
Yeah.
So I heard Sal has a really hot wife.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Sal?
Yes, I have. I
Is
have.
she hot?
Yeah,
I
she's
met her.
really
It's
pretty.
been
It's been
very
6 or
pretty.
7 years, but she was adorable.
Yeah, I remember meeting Sal's wife and wondering why she was married to him.
I met her at a gig in November, and she's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So here's my theory, okay? Sal watches movies like this because this is what happens to him. It's a reverse situation. She yells at him and constantly tells him what to do.
Right.
So he likes to watch girls get humiliated all the time.
You know what? Ronnie's got something there.
Like,
Yeah, he's probably right.
the night he wanted to stay at your apartment, he had to go home and throw the garbage out. He couldn't stay in the city because she called him from L.A.
Right.
Because he had to go home and throw the garbage out. She called him and told him, you can't stay in the city. You got to go home and throw out that
So
garbage.
he's angry with women.
He's angry
He
with
is.
women.
He is.
Mother probably
And
did
he
the
might
same
be
thing.
He might even be gay.
Right.
I was walking by the
This
Howard.
guy might be gay.
Why would you
Why
say
How does
that?
anger and gay go hand in hand?
Because he goes to the
Because you're
booth?
angry.
Because he goes to the
No,
booth?
but I
You're
love
angry
women.
at women.
No, I'm
You're
not.
angry
I
at
love
women.
Well,
women.
he's so angry at women, he's going to show them
You
by
want to see
being
them
with
get,
Guy.
You want to see them get punched and beat and
No,
dragged
I
through
don't like
toilets and everything. You do. You said you were watching it.
I like humiliation, but not pain. Like, I have a fantasy where I want to take a girl
Go ahead.
into a tub
Right.
and, you know, the works on her. You know what I mean? But then, here's my fantasy. The plumbing is busted.
Right.
So she goes to turn the shower to clean off, but she can't me on.
Sal, come on.
It's sort of like me putting my stamp on, like, get out, you whore!
Wow.
Smell like a pig. I mean, that's what I like. But
See,
I'm
that's
not...
what- this is where
You're
it's
not
at.
angry?
No, it's
He
just not
wants-
anger. Just,
He wants to yell at his wife like that, but he can't.
Why'd you do that to your wife?
Howard, I will tell you this. I will
have.
tell you. I walked by
and then
South.
she kicked his
I want to
ass.
yell, smell like a pig whore, and you're
Howard,
not angry?
on my wife's birthday, Howard, I said to my wife,
How do you not see you're angry with women?
Howard, it was my wife's birthday. I'm laying in bed, and she's getting ready for bed, and I tap the pillow, tap, 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 and she goes, it's my birthday. For tonight, that's what I don't want.
Oh. Her birthday gift was not having sex
Her
with
birthday
you.
gift was not having sex with
Oh,
me.
how could you be married when your wife feels that way about you?
But we have some good times.
I'll tell you. Howard,
You remember the good
Yeah,
times?
go home and throw the garbage out and have some really good times.
Name the last good
Don't you have a
time.
car to change? Come
Name,
on, get
name-
out of here.
name the last good time you had with her.
2 nights ago, really good.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Made her go home smelling like a pig.
What I do, I
Go home and smell like a pig.
Does she-
I am home.
Does she
Yeah.
buy into any of your fetishes or no?
No, she just thinks she goes, look it, she goes, I don't want anything to do with you and your weirdo crap and she calls it the Jerry Springer Trailer Trash Radio Show. She goes, leave me out of that garbage. I want nothing to do with it.
Do you ever, does she realize you go to the booth?
Yeah.
Or do you go home and tell her that's just made up for the year?
Yeah, I said, look, I go, it was a long time ago, and I'm just fast forwarding, you know.
Right.
Hey, can I, Howard,
She doesn't realize you go there now.
I don't
He
go
asked
there
me
now.
2 weeks ago.
can I tell you one funny story about him too? You know, his wife.
Isn't it sad you got to like lie to your wife? Like your wife's the last person to really know who you are. That's what sucks about marriage.
Yeah.
Your wife can't know who you are.
No, she
They
can't.
they don't want to know.
She knows now.
Oh, they'd never marry you if she actually knew who Sal
Yeah,
was.
like
she
we
wouldn't
know
be
you.
married to
We
him.
know you better than your wife does.
And we
you
don't
can't
want
even
anything to
tell-
do with you.
You can never tell. You can never tell your wife your fantasies and your
You
sexuality.
know,
and-
every time my wife says, you don't talk to me, we're in the car. As soon as you express yourself, they start breaking your balls.
Right.
I go, that's why I don't talk to you.
That was the wrong
You know,
thought to
right?
have.
You know, every time you express yourself to these people, they start yammering away. My eardrums start rattling. I'm like, shut up. What do you want me to say? You know, if I talk, I'll incriminate myself. That's why I don't talk. What the hell's it talk about? I want to strangle you? You drive me crazy? I'm in the house with 3 kids that don't shut the hell up every time I get home. You want me to say that? No, and then I don't get laid on top of it.
I will tell you, Howard. I walked by his desk one day, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking to his wife on speakerphone.
yeah.
She can give it to him, but I'm
gotta tape that.
God, you gotta tape
She
that
can
for
kick
us.
You
some
got
ass.
to tape that, Sal.
I don't know.
What is she saying?
It just was. She's got a very firm voice, and you could tell it's a whole thing because he's Mr. Big Stuff in here, but he's like and she was just. I can't remember what it was about. I walked
Firmer than Scott the engineer's wife?
It's on that level.
Wow.
Wow.
It was about the booths.
Oh, yeah?
She says, you know,
this
I
is
got to
why
go
he watches movies like that.
Yeah.
She said, I have to go to school, I have to pick up our son and look at their mothers, and then their mothers look at me and say, here's the lady married to that perverted psycho who goes to the booth. She goes, is that, you know,
That's right.
and I see your son on the swings playing with kids, and I look at my boy and go, his father is some psycho pervert on the Howard Stern show that goes to booths with people.
Yeah,
I don't
and
want
guess
this.
what?
She goes, keep me out of this life. I go, I'm not asking you to be in it. I mean, what do you want from me?
Right.
I'm just doing my thing. This ain't The View. This ain't Barbara Walters. This is Howard Stern.
You aren't Star Jones.
But I love my wife. I mean, this is just my opinion. I don't want to come off as somebody who doesn't like my wife.
I always thought of Sal as Star
No,
Jones.
you're not coming off like that at all.
Howard, he's got another weird dynamic going on in this whole world.
Like, if your wife was really your soulmate, she'd go to the booths with you.
Yeah, but these guys, you guys wind up with
Go to
women
the gas chamber with me.
who don't want you.
Yeah, you know.
They want this imitation you make up to get them.
Did you guys ever watch porn together, or do you try to get her to watch those movies?
See, your wife would do the things for you that you want that would make you never go to the booth. That's what's not happening.
Right.
I don't mind. I enjoy going to the booths. I don't mind.
Why? You enjoy going to the
I
booth
get a kick out
to
of it.
be the guy that you can't be at home.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's my alter ego is, you know, psycho
How many
pervert.
guys are at the booths when you go?
There's a lot of a lot of guys in suits, but you never see their faces because you make like a visor with your hand and you look
Right,
down.
you haven't recognized.
You move real quick.
It's shameful.
Yeah, it's really shameful.
Do you walk out with your head down when you walk out the door? Of the place
Oh,
into
real
the street?
fast, real fast.
Hey, Casanova, that's another
When he
$1.
says, I got to ask another question because I know nothing about the booths.
Hey, guess what? The plumbing broke, pig.
Let me ask you something. What is the $2? Well, I mean,
Oh, because I'm done in with $2.
$2.
In increments of quarters.
It's increments.
That's probably like 10
but
minutes.
that's what I don't know.
Quarter
What-
to 3 minutes.
It's 3.5 minutes a buck. 7 minutes I'm done,
Okay.
and I try to time it where I'm down to the last second.
Oh, really? Get all your money's worth.
Hey, can I tell you
Way
what?
to go, Prince Charming. 3 minutes.
New record.
3
Hey.
minutes of bliss.
Hey, I want to call my daughter. Your dreamboat just arrived.
Are you single? My daughter would like to go out with you. My regards to your wife.
Listen, is this
Sal,
my
can I-
daughter?
I
Your
gotta ask
dreamboat just docked on the west side.
What is it, Ronnie?
Didn't she know what you were like when you guys started going out?
No, see, and that's enough.
'Cause when
No,
you-
she didn't.
When you start going out, it's like you're so into the chick.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
don't
just-
Not
Start in
only
front
start
of her.
going out, you keep it up.
Right.
That's the problem. I can't. That's why I'm at the booths, Robin. She can't
No,
keep it
I
up.
mean you keep up this ruse until you
Right.
get them that you're some great guy.
She says to me sometimes, like, she goes, if I only knew who I was getting involved with, I swear to God, I never would have married you. And I said,
And had kids with you.
yeah, and I said, go ahead, get the hell out. Here's your, but that to me is a mean thing to
Yeah, I
say
mean,
to
don't
somebody.
forget, she owns half of everything you have,
Exactly.
Sal. So
And that's
she's
why
a
I
wealthy
love her.
woman.
Howard, you want to hear another wacky thing he goes through? So his wife has, I think this is cool to say, his wife has a bunch of brothers, and they're tough guys.
Right.
And I think Sal's even afraid of a couple of them.
Well-
so after the last Boots discussion,
Yeah.
the family party that weekend, Sal was really worried about what was going to be. So his wife's brother at Sal's house comes over, he walks right up, puts his arm right on Sal, and he goes, I was listening to the radio, I turned it off. Otherwise, I'd have to kill you.
This is my son's birthday party. I have to
Kill you.
Hey, let me take the break because I got to play
I
the Gary
could
the
listen to
retard.
Sal's life all
Me too.
day.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good about mine.
Thank you. Just for the record, I love my wife. It's all good.
Yeah, Sal likes
It's like a
angry,
mantra.
angry porn, man.
Hey, dude, it's free if you squeegee.
And Richard, let me ask you something. You don't find the porn he likes hot at all?
No, not really. I'm more into
That's
kind
Richard.
of romantic porn.
That's the drummer from Demons and Wizards.
Highest standards.
How do those places in Times Square even make money? Like $2? I mean,
Howard, they're packed, man.
Yeah.
They're packed.
You ever see anybody in there you know?
Okay, so here's just one quick story.
He's always got a story.
Don't you think guys would just like buy porno and bring it home?
He can't watch it at home, though.
Wife
They're
and
busted.
kids, how can I watch it?
And some of the stuff is live, you know. How.
You should do what I did. Get a locked room.
Yeah, well, I was in my basement once, and I tripped over a can of paint when my wife came in the house.
That's not romantic.
Kill yourself now.
You should build your own booth at home.
That's what I did. I had
In your
electronic
basement.
door. I had electronic locks on my door.
So you went
But
into
Sal would
photography.
want tokens and everything, so it'd be like the real thing.
Is the live show ever just the Indian guy with a wig?
I had like a whole beat-off room.
That's awesome.
I built my basement was awesome, right,
Hey,
Gary? You used to see it.
But I always
And I
wanted
had a
to...
big screen TV, and I put electronic bolts on the doors because I didn't want my wife and kids walking in when I was doing it. But I had a dog door for my dog to get in and out. And
Because the dog didn't bother you.
yeah, and then one of my kids, when she was real young, crawled through the dog door to get in.
Oh, no.
And but luckily, I wasn't doing
What-
it.
that
I was
would-
actually conducting business in the office.
I never understood how you explained to your family the electronic locks. What was the premise of that?
Well, because I didn't want the kids working when I was working, when I was doing business.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was on the phone. I was getting interrupted a lot when I was making my mega millions. You know, making my big deals.
Monkey business.
But not everybody has, the resources or the space
Right.
that you have.
That's true.
Hey, Howard, have you ever had an incident where you made a mess, like, and it just gets out of control? You got, like,
Yes.
it gets on your keyboard and the tissue.
I wrote about that in my second book.
I had
With a guy.
They make covers for keyboards.
Sal,
Oh, you
remind me
would
not
know
to
that.
remind me not to check my email at your house.
One time I had Howard. One time I had
Richard Christie has a splash guard on his keyboard.
salad guard.
Oh, yeah. Salad guard.
got a squeegee.
I went over to the salad place. And
Yeah, he's having sex.
I got it from Aurora Rogers. It was going out of business.
He's having sex with a salad. Why not?
It's got a crouton dish on the side.
hey, Karen, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
This is Karen. I'm one of the girls that sent in a tape from the lard ass competition.
Yes, yes.
You should just let us box Sal. Let us take turns kicking his ass.
He'd probably like that.
He liked that.
I would.
Yeah.
What do you look
He
like?
would. What do I look like?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little chunky. I could lose the 15 pounds.
Pig loser!
Yeah, sit on me. You want to hurt me? Sit on me, you fat pig.
Poor pig loser.
If we saw her tape yesterday, I don't know if we did, but if we did, 10 seconds after it was in, Sal's like, pig, get this pig off.
Let me hear you oink, you whore.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Come on, give me a little oinky.
All right.
Sal, oink oink, Sal. Let me
go.
come kick
Oh,
your
he
ass,
likes that.
buddy.
All right, Karen,
You're
later.
so mean.
Hey, let me take the break, and then I'll play Gary the Retard arguing with Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
And you know who's here is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice has to come in and say hi. Gilbert Gottfried's going to say hello. It's going to be a big show today. As soon as we get away from Sal and the sex life. We'll be back right after these words.
Listen, I'm calling you in advance. I'm doing the right thing. This is what's going on today. They're doing something called it's the wheel of sex. And they have a girl coming in. Now, we're going to have Benji dip his ass in whipped cream. If it lands on it, he dips his ass in whipped cream and he pushes his ass in the face of the girl.
Right.
Benji can't do it. They asked me if I could do it. I said, let me call my wife in advance.
I really don't want you to do that, no.
I'm just putting my ass in whipped cream with cherries.
Those are my feelings. I say no. Do what you want. And I knew this was going to be an issue. It's going to be an every time thing. It annoys me. I don't like that behavior. It's not for me. I don't like it. If you think it's fine and it's no big deal, then you do it. I don't know what to tell you. Would you want me to shove my ass in some guy's face?
For the sake of comedy,
It doesn't matter. So it wouldn't matter.
it's not my ass. There's whipped cream separating us.
Okay. So if I put whipped cream on my ass and shove it in somebody's face, you wouldn't care?
If it was a joke type of thing, like a bachelorette party, I wouldn't care.
Oh, okay. So at a bachelor party, I could do that. Okay.
I'm just telling
I'm
you.
just telling you. That's what you're telling me. It doesn't. You don't like it when it's the other way around, though.
I said it's fine the other way around.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm doing the right thing. I'm calling you in advance. You don't want to.
And when I tell you my feelings, that's what happens. You tell me I shouldn't feel how I feel. And then you try to convince me otherwise. You ask me how I feel, I tell you, and then you tell me I shouldn't feel that way.
I'm telling you, they want me to dip my ass in whipped cream and have
What
it.
if they want you to jump off the building? Are you going to do that?
If they want me to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty stupid.
We got to get her on the show.
She's great.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good. Anything I should know about? What's going on this morning?
He's an angry cameraman. You should know about that.
Yeah, you should know about it.
It's Cupcake Wednesday.
Right.
Very exciting.
No news.
We got a bunch of strippers coming in.
Yeah. Gary Stent out.
Not yet. I think today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, I think today.
Artie broke up yet?
No. Still here and
Steady as
still
they
with
go?
the chick.
Okay.
Carry on.
So what's new with you, Sam?
Not much. Happy to be here.
All right. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Have fun today.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, by the way, Sam Simon stopped by. He got a TV show. Sam, you know, is a friend of our show. He's a guy who developed. He was one of the original guys who developed the Simpsons cartoon. He also went on to direct episodes and write episodes of.
He's written tons of great sitcoms. Taxi.
Yeah. What give you a resume besides The Simpsons? You also did, what was his, the Drew Carey show?
If you bring a hot chick in here, Sam will give his resume.
Go ahead.
Taxi, Cheers.
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman Show.
What'd you do on Taxi?
I was running Taxi when I was 23 years old.
What do you mean? Describe for the audience.
I was the showrunner. I was the producer.
People not in show business don't understand what a showrunner does.
They pick the stories, they run the rewrites, they edit the shows.
That's what you did on Taxi?
Yes, when I was a child.
I'm trying to make you relevant to the audience.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That's irony.
I got my work cut out for me.
These shows are...
So you were the showrunner on Taxi when you were 23.
Yes.
How do you get a job like that? How do they discover you for that?
I wrote a script on my own, and it's called writing a spec script.
Right.
And I mailed it into the show.
Right.
And they bought it, and they made it.
What were you doing
episode.
when you wrote a spec script?
I was doing storyboards for an animation studio.
I see. So you were in animation. That was your back. You see, this is how it all leads to The Simpsons. Wow. This is interesting.
Right.
You were animating.
I was doing animation, or I was doing storyboards and character design for Filmation Studios. It's the worst animation studio ever. They did crappy Saturday morning shows.
What were some of the shows that they were responsible for?
I'm going to tell you, and you're going to go, those are good shows, but the ones we did weren't good shows. We did Heckle and Jekyll, but it wasn't Heckle and Jekyll. It was the new, they would buy the rights
I remember the
to
new
these
Heckle and Jekyll.
defunct cartoons, and then they'd make really crappy versions of it.
And what other crappy ones did you put out? The new Heckle and Jekyll?
Mighty Mouse.
The new Mighty Mouse.
So it wasn't Mighty Mouse, it was the new Mighty Mouse.
Right.
Did you feel horrible putting out crappy cartoons?
Oh my God, it was, I would wake up and watch them because you'd never get to see them.
Right.
And I did learn a lot because
you
the
never
way
get to see them because they're drawn in Korea somewhere, right? And then, by the time they get back, you don't even get to view them.
And they also they didn't direct the voices. That's one thing that I learned is on The Simpsons, I made everybody do it like a play.
Right.
And they all sat around microphones, and we did, they did it at the same time, and they reacted off each other. But at Filmation, they wanted one person to do every voice in the show to save money.
So the actors...
And they had the guy that ran it, Lou Scheimer, he had his kids doing the voices.
So
Boy, they really knew how to cut costs.
Oh my God!
So the actors
and wait, they had stock footage. They had books of stock footage.
Right.
And it would be Mighty Mouse flying around the moon, and it would be Mighty Mouse landing. And when you wrote the show, you had to do it so that 33% of the show was stuff they had already shot.
Whatever they had in stock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were working there. You're a young guy.
Right.
And so were you actually an artist? You would draw some of these things?
Yeah.
And then you go and you send a spec script. In other words, you said, hey, you know what? I watch Taxi. I could write an episode of this. You mail it to them, right? Blindly. And they read it, which is very rare.
Very rare.
How did you get them to read it?
They had a policy that continued while I was there of reading all submissions.
They did?
Wow. And for some, Jim Brooks insisted on it. And that actually meant that while I was working on
Taxi for 3 years. Had to read these scripts all the time.
How many? What are the odds of you getting your script on Taxi? How many scripts do you think they get a day? People writing spec scripts.
I've never heard of anybody that sold their spec script that was made into an episode of TV.
When I was in college, a lot of the students there would write spec scripts for their favorite television show. I remember this, and they. Of course,
would they send them off?
They would send them off, but they would all get rejected. I mean, no one even read these things. This is why I'm amazed by this.
Remember, Grillo wrote a spec script
for The Simpsons. That's right. He was this close to having it read.
Well, you can.
When you were
you
reading,
can tell very quickly. You just have to read one page.
When you were reading the spec scripts,
yes.
How many did you read a week? How many came in?
We would let them pile up. And we'd read 40 or 50 of them, but really you only had to read one page.
Right. So my point is that here, against all odds, your spec script got accepted, and then once it got accepted, they hired you as a writer. And you would go home and write these scripts, and then they made you the showrunner.
Yeah.
Wow. 23 years old.
Wow, kid.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good career trajectory.
I was very fortunate.
Yeah.
Plus, I learned the people that. From that show, Jim Brooks and Ed Weinberger and Glenn and Les Charles, these are the best people that ever did it, so I got to learn.
At 23, were you
them.
making big money doing that? You must have been, right?
I thought I was. I was thrilled with it, but obviously, you're happy all the time, and you keep making more and more.
It ain't your money now.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, listen.
I went to Stanford.
I don't know. Sam, it's an audience listening to this. You're looking at me like I should know these things. People don't know.
I went to Stanford University.
You went to Stanford. All right.
Yeah.
So you're a bright guy, in other words.
Yeah.
You must have had a high SAT, right?
I actually, I guess I...
Were you getting laid in college, or you didn't start getting laid till you got out of college?
No, I
you
got laid in college.
You did get laid?
Yeah.
All right, I never know with you.
He played football, Howard.
Did you?
Yeah, in college.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
What
I didn't play football in college.
Football, high school.
I actually, I was. They were interested in me playing football there.
Yeah.
So, I think that may have helped get me into the school.
And Stanford is.
But I quit the first day of practice.
You did. You didn't want to do that.
I didn't think I was good enough.
So now you become this writer on Taxi. Then how do you end up with The Simpsons?
I was the executive producer of a show called The Tracy Ullman Show.
Right.
And The Simpsons were Matt Groening created.
Is that where you went from Taxi? You went right to The Tracy Ullman Show?
No, I went to Cheers.
What did you do on Cheers?
Same thing.
Showrunner.
Writer, showrunner.
Right.
Then I was also on the first Gary Shandling show.
The first one, not the Larry Sanders
not the one
show.
you
Gary,
were on.
Yeah, Gary
the other
Sanders
one.
show, yeah.
And
once you get in and they see how good you are, then the party keeps rolling. And each time you get a new job, it gets a little more money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you get a piece of the show.
Right. Now, you didn't get a
help
piece
create
of the Taxi show. You didn't get a piece of
No, you just get residuals.
Right, all right. So then you're working on the Tracy Ullman show, which basically tanked. But the big part of the show was they did those little cartoons, the Simpsons cartoons.
Yeah.
And you were working
these 5 to 10 seconds. They called them interstitial cartoons. They would come on before the commercial.
Right.
And the whole premise basically was Homer getting Bart to leap into his arms every week.
That was the first one, I think. I don't really.
You mean the point of them was to get a father to love his son, or
the son to trust his father.
They were really just kind of beats. They would go to the movies, and people did respond to them. The network got the idea of making them into their own show.
And who hired Matt Groening?
Matt Groening was hired by Jim Brooks for the Tracy Ullman Show to do those, and then the three of us developed The Simpsons into a series. And it was the network's idea. You know Barry Diller.
Right.
He's the imposing
he was the head of Fox Network.
He was the head of, I think, all Fox. And we had this meeting with him where he wanted to know about we were pitching him the show.
Right.
They wanted to do it, but we wanted to tell him what we were going to do.
Okay.
And so he's very intimidating.
Yeah.
And he's in a hurry all the time. And so he met me and Matt and Jim introduced us, and so he heard Sam Simon and The Simpsons.
Right.
And it was this big conference table, And he called the show The Simons the entire meeting, and everyone was too scared to correct him. That's great. So he was sitting there and going like, all right, now I watch an episode of The Simons. What are the Simons doing? And it's like, so we're going like, well, you know, they might, the kid might be going to camp and stuff like that. And then he also had in the same meeting, he also used to have a little teletype. This is more than 20 years ago.
Right.
And he had a little teletype so he could get. And he and only he could get news headlines while he was sitting there in the meeting. I mean, this was
he was a real mogul
for the day. Yeah,
right.
And then suddenly in the meeting, he goes like the air comes out of him, and he just he's kind of blank and quiet for a minute. And they go, Barry, what's wrong? And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Halston is dead.
Oh my
So I'll never forget where I was when I heard that Halston was dead.
Yeah, big news. Halston.
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed all day, probably.
Who's
Halston?
Yeah, right. So, but then he gave a green light, as they say, to The Simpsons. And how many episodes did he sign on for?
They ordered 13 episodes.
Right. Did you have the feeling that they all thought it would kind of tank? No one could have predicted the success.
No, I didn't.
Barry Diller certainly probably was like, okay, I'll approve this, but gee, I don't know, a cartoon.
Not for much.
They actually saw. I think fans of the show know that we did a first episode that was a disaster, and there's lots of different explanations for why it was bad, but it was bad, and we ended up fixing it later on. But we decided not to panic because we had another episode coming in. And
why was it bad, the first episode that you did?
The director was from Saturday Morning Animation, and he took a lot of liberties with the script. I'm not sure the script was as good as some of the other ones. There were a lot of reasons. It was the first one, but because it was an animation production line, another one was going to be coming in a couple weeks.
What you're describing is that also with animation, once you write the script and you record the voices, it's all locked in. You can't go back and edit because it's all drawn in Korea. And
no, we could edit a lot. The mouth movements are very imprecise. We could redub lines. We could take footage from other episodes. So we actually did, and we made them long so we could edit them.
I see.
So we could take a minute out. But anyway, we got this second show, and we loved it. It was what we thought the show should be. We were all thrilled, and that's the one we showed to Fox.
Right.
And it was the quietest. No one laughed.
No one liked it.
The entire time. And I remember Barry said, how many of these did we order? That was his
You're saying you're sitting there in a room. This is your baby, so to speak. You've worked on it now for months.
Yeah, years.
Years.
A year, yeah.
And then Barry Diller sits there in the meeting watching this thing. He's the head of Fox Network, and he goes, boy, this is...
well, I don't want to disparage Barry Diller.
No,
I mean,
he greenlit the project.
Yeah,
he was smart enough to do that.
It was a thing that...
were the ratings big right away?
It was the highest rated show in the history of Fox when it debuted.
That's right. And probably now Fox would probably be less likely to put a cartoon on in prime time because they're a little more successful. But I remember back then, they didn't have a whole lot to hang their hat on. So you probably could get more shows approved there. Avant-garde type shows or shows that aren't necessarily network fare.
They were taking chances. I mean, that was a huge chance. I mean, it's weird to think that people were saying, can a cartoon succeed in prime time?
Right.
And then they were also saying, well, will you be able to syndicate the show?
Right.
You know, what I guess.
What kind of life does it have?
Well, I guess maybe you could put on at 3 in the afternoon or something. Of course, it runs all during the day, everywhere in the world.
And because you were one of the originators, you owned a piece of it. That was probably your first time you owned something, right?
Something,
something big.
Worthwhile.
Something worthwhile.
Yeah.
And the rest, as they say, is history. I mean, you made so much money in that thing, and it still makes money. It still generates money.
Sure.
People tell me people tell me. You tell me. That,
the people are Sam.
No, well, that's really not Sam. It's everyone around Sam tells me that there was I forget who told me, but at one point someone said to me, Sam has a piece of the merchandising, has a piece of everything. And he goes, and do you know Sam sold his merchandising? And do you know that Sam now got the rights back to his merchandise?
He bought it back.
He didn't buy it back. It reverted back to him.
Oh, he only sold it for a little while.
The show has been on the air for so long.
It became available again.
Wow.
I actually, I got a really good deal on the DVDs.
Right.
At the time, there was no DVDs.
Right.
There wasn't even.
It didn't even exist.
Home video
Yeah.
had just started, so I was lucky with the timing of that too, because
Wow.
they probably said, "All right, fine, give him that. It won't be worth
Give it to him. It doesn't mean anything.
You had some sort of negotiation. They go, oh, well, these DVDs are worthless,
Yeah,
so
well,
let's give it to
that
Sam
means
Simon.
less money up front. Give it to him.
That'll shut his ass up. It's an unbelievable story, really, when you think about it. Someone told me, too, that when you were 23, you wrote an episode of Barney Miller. Now, was that before Taxi or after?
I was a fan of Barney Miller, and there was a writer's strike, and Danny Arnold's company settled like a couple days before, and I just wanted to write an episode because I love the show.
So you
So
wrote
I
the
went in
episode.
there, and in a day or two, I wrote an episode of
All
Barney
right.
Miller.
So the whole point is Sam stopping by today. I wanted to give him a plug. He's got a show that he just got for Playboy TV.
Well, this show I don't understand.
This is a show.
This one you don't understand?
No, I don't. I understand all of your other career.
Hey, but one more question before we get to the show.
Go ahead.
So when do you get your first celebrity piece of ass? When you get out to Hollywood, you finally get famous, you become a wealthy guy, you're a big man in the industry. How old are you when you finally nail a celebrity?
Well, I've had girlfriends.
Yes. Don't be humble.
So, no. I'm just saying, my Jennifer Tilly, but she probably wasn't a celebrity when I met her.
Well, you married her.
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly. That was the first one?
That was
famous?
Yeah.
Famous woman?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I think so.
Braggart.
And what was the advice
How dare
Jennifer gave you?
What?
And what was the advice Jennifer gave you when you got offered The Simpsons?
She said, don't do it. It's a horrible idea.
And then when you got divorced...
We
you
got
had to
divorced after 13 episodes.
And she
we
got...
split after 13 episodes, and she gets a piece of everything.
What a great
I love that. And her advice was not to do it.
I know.
I wouldn't take it if I were her.
Well, once she called me, and she was crying. And she's going like, I told you not to do the show, and it's turned out to be this amazing thing, and you're such a genius, and the money changed my life. And I thought she was going to say, I've had enough money. I don't need any more. It's just, let's stop. And I'm going, go on, get to the point. And she goes,
never
I
said
just
that.
want to say, I go, what? She goes, thank you.
Thank you. So did she get half of your money from The Simpsons? No. No, she doesn't get half.
But
How
she
much
gets
money?
money.
How much
Who
money do you think
cares?
Jennifer gets? How much do you think she's realized over the years in terms of an accumulated wealth? How much money did you think she collected as a result of just being married to you for the first 13 episodes?
I would
give me a
guess that
guesstimate.
ultimately she will. It might be how many? It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, maybe.
Well, what do you mean? How many 9 figures?
No. He's saying, well, 9 figures
I
get
think
you
by the
what?
time it's all said and done,
How
it
much?
might hit, I
Give
don't
me
know.
a
Isn't that
number.
$100 million?
$100 million.
Is that
Well, I
I don't
don't know.
know. I don't
Nine
know.
numbers could be more than $100 million.
That's what I got, but I'd say I didn't want to say an exact number, but I'm
So-
saying like I don't think it's ever going to stop.
Right. How long were you married to her for? Like, was it a year or 2 years?
No, like 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
And you think she'll realize about $100 million off of
I
this?
hope so.
Just a little piece of it.
That would thrill me to death.
Unbelievable.
Because it means he gets so much
Yes.
more.
Right, but
That's
isn't
what
it? That's got to bother you somewhere.
It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't believe it.
Me neither.
I got to tell you, it doesn't. It's the law. There's nothing I can do about it.
He's
also,
resigned
listen,
himself.
I left the show after 88 episodes.
Right.
How do you think Fox feels about me?
Yeah, but you created it, Sam. You created it, though.
A lot of
there's
people
some-
create shows and never get a dime.
Yeah,
Her
but
contribution was to say, don't do it.
Well, that is an amazing story. That really is $100 million probably when it's all said and done.
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know exactly
Maybe
where it'll
that's
fall out.
Look, we've been more supportive. Give us some money.
Yeah. Let's.
I hit a $40,000 jackpot in Vegas 3 nights ago.
How much?
Oh, he just
$40,000.
You hit a you played the slot machines?
Yeah.
So what happened? You go there. How much money did you invest in the slot machine?
In this one, probably about $50.
$50. You sit there. You stand there playing with the old
I
ladies
just know
with the
the reason
buckets.
because you're talking about this money, and I tell people I hit a $40,000 jackpot. The reaction is always, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah. Money goes to money.
They do
Is the smartest?
say that.
Is the smartest
how
person?
nice. I was worried.
Is the smartest person in show business Jennifer Tilly?
Yes. Oh, man.
She is, right? Wouldn't you say? Because she has done the best out of any actress that I know of.
I always thought it was Stuttering John, but now it's Jennifer Tilly.
Right. Hey, by the way, I understand, too, Sam took his money and actually devoted a lot of his money to helping animals.
Yeah, it's
and has
amazing.
this wonderful operation in Malibu where they bring these dogs and then they retrain them to become hearing dogs for people who are deaf, people who are blind, this kind of thing.
We also started a new program where we're training dogs to be certified assistance dogs for vets with post-traumatic stress disorder.
So it helps people, too.
Right.
Yeah, it helps everything.
By the way, I understand because you wrote me a note. You were very upset when you heard that Scott DePace hit his dog, right? Our director, our TV director. You were unbelievably upset with him, weren't you?
But it's just, listen, this guy has so many crazy beliefs.
Right.
You mean his dog?
How did you feel when you learned that Scott was beating his dog?
There's the guy. There's
There's
the
Scott.
dog beater.
Beating is not what I was doing.
Describe to Sam what you did so Sam can correct you.
If that's a dog's ass right there,
go ahead.
Sorry
His
for the
ass?
people on radio. Yeah,
Right.
her ass. I would go. No.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
You don't have to do that.
not.
The microphones get that. And why did you do that?
I did it because that's how I've
Did that
trained
work?
all of my dogs, and it's always worked.
Well, see, the dogs are amazing because they're the ones that figure it out. You don't need to do. You go no.
You go like this.
Bark at them. You go no.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've even learned that saying no isn't even necessary. You just give them a lot of praise. You don't even have to go no.
Positive reinforcement works
Look,
incredibly well with animals.
What's the downside to smacking them on the ass? I think I've done it maybe 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
To this particular dog.
Yeah, to this dog.
But you've been doing it for years.
I know you were very angry with him, Sam.
Well, I think even Hitler, they said, was nice to his dogs.
His dog
Another
wasn't
fascist, but I guess.
Listen, man,
you
I
can't say
love
the
my
same for
dogs.
Scott.
You know what? I didn't hear exactly what you said. I heard it was pretty bad, and I can raise my dog however I want.
Sure, no one's
I'm not
stopping you.
doing anything bad to her as far as I'm concerned.
You don't need to hit your dog.
Because
First of all, that's not
you
true
have
that you
money.
can do whatever
Hold
you
on.
want. No, you cannot do whatever you want to your dog.
Well,
No, you can't.
whatever's
He's right.
legal.
Sam is right.
Yeah,
Yes,
whatever.
I am right.
So stop
Okay.
fucking it.
But you know what I meant by that. And just because you
I
can
think
throw
I-
money at the situation and have trainers and stuff, I'm not willing to do that when I can get the same result out of smacking her on the ass.
You mean you won't take the time to teach your dog the right thing, and you have to beat
I'll
the
teach
animal?
the dog the right thing my
It takes
way.
no more time. It takes no more effort. There's something in you that wants to beat an animal.
No, it's not. See, that's what this is
think
all
so.
about.
Yeah.
There's a lack
listen,
of.
I
There's a lot
love
of
It's
anger.
the
animals.
same thing. It's
Lot of
why
anger.
you like. It's
Howard goes
It's
fishing.
a Republican thing.
Howard goes
No, I don't.
fishing.
Not anymore.
No, you stop.
I stopped.
Then you're crazy.
No, I
Howard's
stopped.
an animal rights activist.
Was bothering me.
Don't say that, because there's a crazy guy who'll call in now and start screaming
Yeah, but she
that
eats
he's not
sushi.
really.
Hey, by the way, your dog Cookie is on the phone, Scott. He wants to say something right now. Cookie, hi. Yeah. What are you saying?
Cookie.
You hate your owner? You don't like when Scott beats you, do you? Bark once if you hate Scott. All right. Bark twice if you
hate Howard.
If you love Sam Simon and you think he's saying the right thing. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, there you go. There's Cookie.
Great.
Cookie
Yeah, we
the
were gonna-
pace.
The
real-
real to rescue
DePace.
Cookie.
You should see
can't
whenever,
have her.
Whenever I say to Cookie, I mention Scott's name. He starts to growl. Watch. Scott. Scott. Say what I'm saying.
You realize that you're the minority in this. As far as this room, no. But
And you hate minorities.
the whole country, you'd be left probably 10%. Everyone.
How does that
everyone
make it
that
right or wrong?
Cookie, bark
I don't-
once. Cookie, bark
Because
once.
you're a fanatic.
Cookie,
I'm
bark
a
once
fanatic.
if you are jealous of Jennifer Tilly. All right, that's what I thought.
Cookie with the timing of Bud Abbott.
Thank you, Cookie. All right.
Artie looks good. Look at Artie.
Thanks,
No,
Sam.
Artie's pulling himself
Slender.
together.
You look good. I'm pulling it
Getting
together.
All right, thank you, Scott. Go ahead. You know what? You know you're a funny guy, Sam. Scott finally is here. You finally had your chance to confront him, and I think you let him off very easy.
I think he was
I
afraid
did?
of being hit, too.
Yeah.
Well, listen, no, Sam, you don't want
When I saw him hit that couch with such force.
Ralph, hi. What do you have to say?
Quickly, Sam, tell the story of how you actually ended up with such a great deal on The Simpsons with the negotiation.
No. I'm not going to talk about that.
What is this, Ralph?
Stop.
It's Sam's story to tell. It's very interesting the way it just, how they had to do whatever he wanted, basically, at some point.
Sam shaking his head, not wanting to go down the road. Ralph,
we're not going to talk about
I think it's a legal
All right,
issue.
Let's go to Josh. Josh,
Why
you're
is
on the
Ralph
air.
up?
I don't know. Why, Josh, you're on the air.
Oh, he wants to talk about his show. Poker show.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, so let me do that. Yeah, quickly,
please
Josh.
explain
No, I'll
what-
take a question.
what Sam
I'll take
is
a
up
question.
to
Go ahead,
now.
Josh, real quick.
Hey, is this guy like Ralph's dad or something? Get the same type of lisp, I've noticed.
Lisp? List.
Yeah,
No, you
like
fuck
a-
the same chicks.
Yeah, but anyway, my question is, Sam, I want to know, like, what is the secret to taking something out of thin air to creating something? How do you come up with something out of nothing?
Sam, how do you create a hit television show quickly in 30 seconds so that this guy
Sum
can
it
go
up
do
for
it?
him.
He probably wants to do this kind of work and needs to quickly learn how to do it.
I'll have to say that there's a lot of kismet and fortune that happen. You know, just sometimes things click. You're working with talented people.
No,
There's a
I'm
good
going to give you the real
I
answer.
don't
Josh,
know.
here's the real answer. Josh.
You read magazines and get ideas.
Right, Josh, you got to be are you a reader? Are you a guy who takes reading and ideas seriously and forming ideas and trying to write stories?
Yeah, I read.
No,
yeah,
no,
definitely.
all right.
Read.
All right, anyway. Let's
Sam, how do you think?
describe to people how you think and how your thought process is.
Yeah, how do you come up with, like, what do they call them, ideas?
See Sam Simon on Sam's Game premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on
Did you
Playboy
see it?
TV.
Did you
now,
see any of it?
yes. Now, let me understand
What'd you
something.
think?
Well, listen, I love cards.
Yes.
And I saw 5 minutes of it, to be honest with you. I haven't had a chance to really watch the thing.
Did you
But
watch the
it's a
clip?
card game. Yeah, I saw clips.
Okay.
I saw a card game between yourself and a bunch of people like Artie and Norm Macdonald.
Playboy called me up, and they knew that I had a game at my house that a lot of comedians and comedy writers play in, and people have said it's a lot of fun. People have even said it should be a TV show.
Right.
And this kid Jason Burns called me. I met with Todd Schwartz at Playboy, and they said they wanted to film it and make it into a TV show.
Right, right. So it was very, very exciting to have this card game.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast. I got to go to Vegas on Sam's dime and lose $8,000 to him.
Right. So the show is a card game. And why did you roll your eyes when Artie said he lost?
Because I don't know why he thinks he lost it to me.
I'm kidding, Sam. I'm busting your chops.
Well, most celebrity.
Who'd you lose it to?
I wrote a check
You
to
lost
Sam
it-
Simon.
Yeah, because I was fronting you the money for the game.
That's right.
So you lost it to Dave Attell.
I lost it. No, Dave Attell lost 15 G's too. I don't know. I mean, and Attell's coming in here later, and he'll explain that. He thought it was for charity.
It's kind of a fun show because it's a card game going on.
Yeah.
And even your ex-wife pops in, Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, well,
is
she
that
plays
correct?
in my home game all the time.
And she's great.
And yeah, she's a great poker player. She's won a World Series of Poker bracelet. And her boyfriend, Phil Locke, the Unabomber, plays too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was going out with a guy who's a actual card player.
Oh, he's actually the Unabomber.
Oh, the real Unabomber.
That's his nickname.
Ted Kaczynski.
Well, Sam, I'm excited because I want you to have a success on the Playboy channel with the card game. The card game goes on, Robin. I happen to like. Well, I could watch people play
I
cards
love
all
to
day.
watch
It's
card
fascinating.
games.
And the
I
thing
do.
about this show is, like, usually you're watching really good players.
Yes.
And this show, you get to see, like, what your average neighborhood players, even though they've got some money.
It was very interesting because the part I saw, Artie was playing. And
Yeah, that's some non-standard. That's what people call non-standard play.
there was 5 times where Artie had the winning hand going, and he folded.
He didn't even know?
He didn't.
He had no idea.
He totally played it wrong because you see what the other guys have in their hand. And Artie would have a pair, a low pair of threes or something, and it would even say statistically on the screen, which is interesting too.
Yeah.
It would say, Artie has a 75% chance of winning.
And he'd throw in his card.
And he'd throw in his card. So
Oh,
I'm going, oh, Artie,
Are you sure that was Artie? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, it was Artie a couple of times.
I wouldn't fold a pair of threes.
And then a couple of times you had a very big hand, and Artie didn't know how to bet. The dealer had to correct him, and he could have raised or gone all in.
Artie was hilarious on the show, and he just did
That's why I
such a
felt
solid
bad for
favor.
Artie.
You felt bad for him?
Yeah, because he was working so hard at being funny and at making the show, entertaining.
Right.
that he barely was paying attention to his cards. He could have won a lot of money in that game.
Well, I did win.
It upset me.
I got what you call rivered a couple of times. One time by Norm.
Yes.
He pulled a flush.
He pulled a flush.
And you
but how about when Artie had Artie goes, I have a straight, but he had a flush. He didn't even know it because he's
there
so
were
busy.
some things. I think he was doing a character for comedic effect of a guy that had never played poker before.
I bet $100.
All right, so now you have another chance to push all your chips in.
500 more.
Another 500, I'll make it.
Okay, so he's raising you 500.
500 more.
Come on there, pal.
I'm all in.
I'm sorry?
Now Norm is all in.
He's all in now.
Woo! Now this is some action.
Now there's some action.
How much is Norm's all in?
I got you covered.
Well, he does have a $1,000 chip, I think.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Well, he still.
We'll just
still,
count it up afterwards.
He still have you covered, I think. So it would be all your chips. You want to call?
It looks like
so left out on this one.
doing this.
Yeah.
This is the hand of the show.
I just have an 8 high flush. Oh, that's a little of it. That's a flush, and that's two pair.
Flush gonna take it.
No, I had a flush.
No, you have ace 8.
Oh fuck! That's not even near a flush. I kept saying, look, I hate Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's called a meta game. He wants people to watch this, and then he's going to get all their money next time because they.
At one point, he had a high flush, and he didn't know it.
That was unusual.
Look, I play in a real game.
I know.
You know, so
you do know.
What is this game, though?
I play in a game with a couple of guys I used to work.
And what do you play in that game?
We play 7-card stud. We play 5-card draw.
5-card draw.
I don't like Hold'em.
Why don't you like?
Why
don't you like 5-card draw?
Well,
why
people
did you
don't
laugh
really
at Artie
play
for
it
saying
anymore.
Yeah,
why not?
You see, Sam isn't the hipness.
Is this game
Ben
in black
Affleck,
and white?
Is 5-card
Is Maverick in the game?
Is 5-card draw a problem because, in other words, there's not that much skill
to it? It's like from
it?
the Old West. No, I think there's a lot of skill to it. I just don't. It's not really what. If you say poker nowadays, people think mostly Texas Hold'em.
Because Ben Affleck played it on Bravo. I'm very rebellious, and that's my problem. I don't like that it's
I'm
popular.
actually with Artie. I like the regular games.
You like the draw game.
Well, the stud is fine.
I love 7-card stud. I love 5-card stud. That's what we play in this game. Hold'em to me is like
5-card stud.
Yeah, well, you could play 5-card stud.
5-card stud, you practically see the guy's hand.
Yeah, but
on the other hand, the 5-card draw, you're the beauty of the game is figuring out this incomplete information, and when you're just somebody has 5 cards and they draw a couple. And
we also play a game called No Peek, which is a lot like
No Peek.
We play a game called No Peek, which is a lot like Hold'em.
That doesn't help your argument about this being a real.
I'm not going to win a verbal argument with you, Sam. You created the Norm Show. But so
let's play some No Peek.
Here's what No Peek is. Everybody gets everybody. I know, but let me explain to the audience. Like everyone knew. Yeah, you and John Elway went to Stanford. Everyone knows that. So listen. I'll explain No Peek for the people who don't know what it is, and I'll show you how it's like Hold'em.
You lick the card and you put it on your forehead facing out.
No, that's Injun.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's Injun. That's a good game, too, but that's silly. All right. What No Peek is, everybody gets 7 cards dealt to them.
Face down?
Face down. All right? First guy, you ante up, whatever the ante is. First guy turns over a card. He's got a king. He bets based on the king.
Right.
Next guy turns over all his cards till he beats a king. So if he has a 10, a 2, then he gets another 10. Now he's got a pair of 10s. All right? Yeah. The pot gets enormous. And the juice you get as a degenerate is unbelievable. So now that guy's got 2 10s.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of skill. You don't have to.
Fuck skill. It's gambling, man.
Yeah, no, Artie, but that's not an art.
No, I don't give a fuck about an art.
But you can't.
What's the biggest pot you ever lost in No Peeky?
No Peeky.
$42,000.
Yeah, but you can't bluff a guy out with No Peek.
I know, but I understand bluffing that. Listen,
yeah, that's the fun
on
of poker.
Sam's show, and Sam's wrong. I wasn't trying to pretend like I always forget how to play because I don't like it. And I'll tell you what,
you were really funny, and thank you for doing it.
Listen, and
why don't you deal just one card to everybody?
I was being
the same thing.
No, it's not because the pot won't get as big.
Why don't you just?
Well, guys, you're not getting me. The pot won't get as big. You keep betting on every fucking card.
A lot of money in
at the beginning
and just steal one card.
Why not bet on when that light bulb will blow
I'll do that with you right now for $50,000. I mean, listen. Here's the key to poker, right? Patience. okay? But then it becomes like a job. In Hold'em, if the 2 cards you got are shit, you fold every fucking time.
No, you don't.
Listen,
you folded on good hands.
I know, Howard. I understand, and I was acting like a jerk off. I might have had a drink or two.
Because you were. I don't know. You were upset or something.
I had a couple of drinks. Yeah, I was partaking in some shit at that point. And
you also ate a hamburger during the middle of the game.
Because a hot chick was bringing me a hamburger. I had 8 of them. I ordered a hamburger just to talk to the broad.
Right.
And some of the chicks were smoking.
So by the way, when you shoot your show,
no one cares about me.
No, I get it. I hear it. We get it.
I know, but you don't get it because
we get it. You like a different game.
I know, but here's the thing. Sam is a professional poker player, practically. That Unabomber guy, Jennifer, Norm Macdonald's almost a professional poker. Me and Attell play poker. So it's like, I'm not going to play one-on-one with Jordan for fucking $8,000. I wanted to have a fun time, and I did. And Sam is my brother, and I thank you for the opportunity.
What you are claiming, Artie, is that on Sam's show, it should have been you give everybody $50,000 of, let's say, fake money. They all play for charity.
No, that's no fun.
That's no fun?
No.
Well, what did you want?
I'll really lose my own money.
Right.
But I don't want to go into Sam.
Well, you can't have a game unless...
you would rather go to a casino?
No, I'd rather go to the American Dog Fund, wherever the fuck you want.
On your TV show, do you win most of the money on the show? Does it prove that you're
We made a conscious effort not to keep track of the thing. I think I may have won. Did you see the one where we all go in blind?
No.
Oh, I lost a lot of money on one.
I was actually blind for that, though. Howard, let me explain Injun to you, because this is the funny
No, we get... I know what that is. I know what Injun is. I've seen that.
Scott DePace likes to play.
All right, listen, Sam Simon, it's called Sam's Game.
Dave Attell plays, Jeff Ross, the great Norm Macdonald, Jennifer Tilly, Phil Locke. Who else?
It's a lot of fun.
Artie Lang. Ralph played.
Ralph is on there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
First
have to
of all, I
see
gotta...
that. Sam Simon, Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV. Sam, I wish you a lot of luck with the TV show.
You would like this to go on. You had fun.
Right.
I had a great time.
Well, listen.
And people that played on it had a lot of fun.
Okay.
Listen.
I did, Sam.
Let me tell you something. If this is as big as The Simpsons, there's no telling how much money Sam will
Can you
have.
syndicate
You never
this?
know.
Do you rerun it?
You could watch. I have a feeling this is another Simpsons.
Sounds like this might be the same magic. It has the same components.
You never know.
By the way, Barry Diller.
JD liked it.
Barry Diller said to me just the other night, he said, you know what? There's no way Sam's show can work. So, we ordered how many episodes of this?
Sam, I told you not to do it. Can I get $100 million if it works?
In fact, Jennifer Tilly herself said this was a bad idea. And you know that's lucky. Sam Simon on Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV. Check it out. See if you have some fun hanging with Sam and his card game and friends. And it's a lot of good times and a lot of hot chicks on there, too, from the Playboy channel.
Brandy Roderick.
Brandy Roderick. Beautiful girl.
I sat next to her, Howard.
Beautiful girl.
Talk about why I couldn't concentrate.
Right.
But she's also, like, really cool.
Yeah,
she's a lot of fun.
Very nice, very nice.
That's what
she
I
actually
hear.
was very nice. But, I'm trying to play poker. I'm drunk. I got a playmate next to me. Yeah, 2 threes. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. I felt bad for Artie. I feel like you bamboozled him.
There were a lot of obstacles there.
He was busy trying to be funny. He was busy trying to hit on Brandy Roderick.
Did you see when he hugged that girl?
When he hugged that girl, I thought they were going to arrest him.
What girl did I hug? I don't even remember.
You hugged
doing
a girl. You got in her space. You
Which
shouldn't
girl?
have. There was a girl sitting there.
Stacy.
No.
Is he like a masher on this?
Yeah.
Am I like a masher? No, Robin. I was on there like, William F. Buckley.
But anyway, it's a fun show. It actually is.
It was so much fun to be out there with Sam and play, and with guys like Ross and Attell and Norm and Sam. It was great.
That's right. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Playboy Channel, Sam Simon, Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV.
You made the point that Sam has the ability to hire trainers and go about things in his own slow way and doesn't have to train a dog and keep it from peeing on his floor and stuff like that.
Listen, I could spend thousands of dollars and get a trainer and do all that stuff. I don't feel like doing that. I'd rather spend that money on the golf course. Thank you.
Do you think this is indicative of how Howard has changed over the years as he's gotten more money and he's siding more with celebrities and their way of doing things?
He's definitely getting more liberal, more I've got enough money, so now I can be, more liberal in my ways. And I think maybe Beth is swaying him, with the dog stuff. But I love my dog and I would never hurt it. But just because I smack on the ass, she gets the message and that's it. It works.
Do you think there's a certain smugness about Sam, the way he goes about making his points? Because it seems like if he were able to present his point in a nicer way or a more constructive way, you might be willing to listen to him.
You know, I'm not really willing to listen to anyone around here, so I don't think anything he could say in any way would sway me unless he... I mean, if someone said, hey, I'll train your dog for free, I'd say, all right, fine, you going to pick her up too? Maybe, but, you know, listen, when you do something and it works, my whole life I've had dogs, my whole life I've done it this way, my whole life it's worked. I mean, suddenly there's a bunch of idiots in there going to tell me a new way, and that's the only way? It's not true.
And they're also trying to paint Cookie as like an abused dog, when in fact she's probably a very happy and well-adjusted dog.
You know what she did this morning? I sat on the couch as I was making my coffee to get ready for work, and she comes up on my lap and just starts rolling all around and cuddling, and she's a great dog. So she loves me. This is just a bunch of liberal spin on how to raise your animal, and it's just horrible.
Sam, was it good to? Did you enjoy confronting Scott today about the animal rights issues and stuff like that?
This is, you know, I mean, we were having fun in there, but people shouldn't hit their dogs.
Do you think your comparison to Hitler was a little harsh?
No, I think it's completely appropriate. I think his politics are driven by the same lack of empathy and selfishness that Adolf Hitler had. No, I don't think I mean, obviously he's not Hitler, but I think it's apropos.
Do you see any bit of his point that maybe tapping a dog on the butt is a little different than abuse, or than, you know, really making your dog fearful of you, and, you know, it's more so a quick disciplinary act rather than trying to instill fear in the dog?
There's all sorts of theories about dog training. It seems to be that positive reinforcement works the best.
Right.
So, dogs figure it out. They train themselves. Most of the time. Hitler, I apologize for that.
I'll say it. Scott's an animal. Scott's Hitler. I think Sam should hit Scott like Scott hits his dog. See if he could train him. See if he could get him in line.
If you were my dog, I'd like use a...
Guys, can we not block up the hall? Like,
shut up.
Could you move out of there, please?
Scott, discipline Ron.
I don't really
Discipline
give a
Ron.
shit. I really don't care. Could you not block up the hall? No. Why do you always have to do interviews right in the middle of the floor?
Ben Ronnie.
I don't get it.
This isn't a show.
Yeah, so
This is going on here? This is work right here.
But you're blocking two entrances here. You can't fucking move over there.
Scott's standing right here.
Yeah.
Hit him on the ass. Come on, hit him on the ass.
Fuck that.
Get him. How are you today?
Awesome.
Welcome.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm so happy to be here.
I know you're like the super fan of all super
I would
fans.
have beaten Jerry O'Connell and probably Jeff Probst. No way on Jimmy Kimmel.
You can't touch Jimmy on that one?
No,
Right there.
Jimmy's the man, so, you know. Jimmy's also friends with Howard.
Right. He's got that
he's
inside
like
edge, sort
total
of.
advantage. I have to pee.
So what else
Ronnie,
is
the
going
limo
on?
driver, has lost weight. I'm just going to throw that out there.
He looks handsome today?
Do I have my new series in the hall with Jillian or what? Ronnie does look handsome, I'm not going to lie.
Well, you do have that new series, House Husbands of Hollywood, right? Are you
I do.
Going to talk about that today?
I'm going to talk about whatever Howard wants.
Right.
I don't mess around with Howard. He can do whatever he wants.
You're just psyched to be here.
I'm very psyched to go. With 4 hours sleep last night, we are psyched to be here.
Jillian Barbary is here. Good. I want to speak to her. I have a lot to speak to her about. I watched her new TV show, and it is her. They're saying it's her husband's TV show. It's her TV show. She's the interesting one on the show, and looking more beautiful than ever.
She is.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Jillian.
Where's my lap dance? Plunging neckline. Yeah, that's it.
I love this song. If you didn't play this song, I was going to be so upset.
We played it just for you, baby.
Thank you.
You know, it's a funny thing. I'm going to get right into this. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Jillian is the host, the co-host of a show in Los Angeles. It's a morning show, a television morning show. What is the official name of the show?
It's called Good Day LA.
Good Day LA.
I must talk about you every single day, though.
You do, and I love it, and I thank you for that. I think it's great promotion, and you're great about it.
But you know what
and
it
you
is?
say many, many beautiful things. First of all, you look great, and
Thank
the
you.
dress is really sexy.
Wow, thank you.
And, you know, it's funny, for someone who's such a big fan of the show, why be 20 minutes late?
Oh, my God. Okay. So we got in last night at like 10 o'clock.
Right.
Right, exactly. And I ran into Joe Buck's producer who I work with on the NFL, and he said Artie was coming on Monday on Joe Buck's show. And then we talked and da-da-da, and then I get in, and it's midnight, and then I can't sleep. Now it's 1 a.m. I wake up late. And I go, oh, my God, I can't. Okay, so we get our driver, finally, and he takes us to the wrong building. So I'm like, I know Howard's not at 30 Rock. I know he's not at 30 Rock. That's where they took us. So I'm so sorry. I'm like,
I should have banged you when I was single.
Oh,
Big
my
mistake. Should have definitely given it to you hard.
Thank you.
I'm single. I'm going to talk to you about some things.
Yes, whatever you like.
Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yes.
First of all, I watched your new show.
Okay.
I talked about this earlier, but I'm going to recap and I'm going to talk to you about it.
Okay.
And I'm worried about you, and I'm not kidding.
Why?
Okay. Jillian is her husband and a bunch of other guys who, through various circumstances, their wives all work and they don't. That's the premise of the show. It's called House Husbands of Hollywood.
Yes.
They sent over a press packet for me to watch it last night. I said to Beth, let's watch it.
Okay. And Beth has met my husband.
Hold on. I like your husband.
Your husband.
We
Yes,
like
he's
him.
so sweet.
Handsome guy, attractive. Yeah, oh yeah, he's real sweet. And
He is sweet.
He is sweet.
He loves Robin.
Okay. We know what he loves. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, I like you a lot.
Thank you.
And I think you're attractive and you're bright and you deserve your success and you work hard for your money. The premise of this show is all guys who, for one reason or another, aren't really working, making money, they're house husbands. The show happens to be terrific.
Wow,
We decided to watch it for about 10 minutes, we were going to give it, and we ended up watching full 2 episodes.
Wow.
I fast forward through all of the couples except for you and your husband. If the show didn't have you and your husband, it would not be successful.
Well, because we fight. You know?
That's right. Now, because there's honesty there.
My girlfriend is here, Lisa's makeup artist, and her husband is the former Dodger. Mine's the Marine sniper, but you can see
Right.
why he's a Marine sniper. He's very...
Okay.
Wait, Marita Hot. I noticed, chick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. She's got a hot makeup artist.
Let me make my point, if I may.
Yes.
Okay. Jillian's show, Jillian Barber's show, is not even billed as a Jillian show.
No.
It's more like her husband's show. But trust me, if Jillian's not on the show, no one's watching it. That's number one. Number two, your marriage is horrible. Not bad. You're miserable. You hate being married.
I don't.
And you're in really bad shape.
Howard, let me tell you, I'm like you. I get on front of put a microphone on me, I say anything. I get home and I'm a little
No.
subservient. It's true.
No,
I just
you're not
wanna,
subservient at all.
Well, I find that I might be a little more.
How many times have you been married now?
Well, this will be 2.
All right. You're a very attractive woman. What age were you when you started to get success in television?
Well, I started at 22 in Canada, and I didn't
Right.
really have success. But at 24, I moved to Miami.
You moved to Miami and you became a weather girl.
Correct.
Obviously, because of your beauty and your personality, you become successful and they move you to L.A.
Yes, I moved to LA when I was 26, and I've been on that morning show since I was 26.
Right.
Yes.
And you are the reason people watch the morning
Well, that's
show.
very nice of you to say.
Well,
but-
it's not because of Steve, and it's not because of the Lucy, whatever her name is.
Mhm.
I don't even know her name.
Right.
It's because of you. You're fun to watch.
Thank you.
All right. And you say what's on your mind,
I
and you're
do.
interesting.
Thank you.
So you had at what point do you get married the first time?
First time I got married, I was 28,
Oh.
and
It was a guy named Barbary, right?
Correct. He
Okay,
was-
you took his name.
I did.
How long did that marriage last?
Well, let me see. I go by how long I paid alimony for it. I paid him alimony for half
You
the time.
paid alimony. How
Correct.
much money did you pay this guy?
Well, it's like an equation. They put the figures in a computer, essentially.
Right.
We were together 7 years, so I paid him alimony for 3.5. You pay half the time you're married. And
Why do you end up paying these guys alimony? Do you always marry guys who don't earn a living?
he was a Major League Baseball player.
Why
Yeah.
did you have to pay him?
Because whoever in California law says whoever supports the marriage supports the divorce. So everything that he earned, he said would be for our future. We didn't have a future, and so because I paid the day-to-day bills, our mortgage.
But
and
he
things
had
like-
plenty of money. In other
Correct.
words, he had saved money.
But I
And
didn't take. You know what? My attitude was this: we divorced. We had no children. He was 30. I was, 32.
Right.
And I said, I just want out. And this is the equation. My lawyer said, look, he's going to take, it was like $5,500 a month. He could have taken $14,000 a month. He took $5,500. And so he said, let's call it a day. And so I did. And I paid that for 3.5 years. But I didn't care. I just wanted out of the marriage.
Do you have a prenup with your current husband?
No, I do not.
You do not? You didn't sign a prenup?
No, I did not.
Wow. Wow.
I'm a sucker for love.
I don't know what money you make in L.A.
How did he get you to do that?
He didn't get me to do anything. But
chloroform.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Subutex.
know. I don't know what you. I do not know what you earn.
I do really well.
Are you a millionaire?
Yeah. Well, you know,
you
I make
are.
that a year. It's
You make
not-
$1 million a year, around the $1 million a
Exactly.
year.
But Jillian, you listen to this show every day.
I know. But what does that mean?
Okay, I'm
Did you
gonna
make
tell
Beth get a prenup?
Yes.
Of course.
Now, let me tell you something.
Robin, I don't listen to myself. I bullshit on air every day. I tell girls to get. I'm like, girls, you better get a prenup. I say it on TV all the time. Get a prenup.
All
Don't
right,
be silly.
I want you to calm down and listen to me carefully.
Yes.
I watched the show.
Okay.
You're very interesting to watch on TV. I like it.
Thank you.
And I think my audience will like this show, House Husbands of Hollywood, because of you.
Well, thank you.
And the other couples are bores. You guys are interesting.
Well,
and Grant, I like. It's not that I dislike the guy. He's a handsome guy. He's a nice guy.
Right.
But whatever chemistry the two of you have, it's horrible. Now, let me describe.
We're definitely. Listen, we're going through. I'm not
the
gonna
first
lie.
episode,
we're going through a hard fucking
You
time right now.
goddamn right you are, because the first time.
It ain't easy.
The first time I'm watching this, and it was very honest. You're having a little dinner party, and your husband's working hard. He's trying to make a nice meal for everyone.
Yes.
He's watching your daughter. I don't know how much of that is bullshit, but he seems to really care about the kid.
Truly does.
He does.
Howard.
He seems like
his daughter. He's an amazing father.
He seems like an amazing father.
He is.
You say to him, let me serve champagne to my friends. He goes, no way. You can't tell me 7 minutes before people get here that we can't have champagne.
Have we mentioned he's a former Marine sniper? Yes.
I don't care what he is.
But they are regimented. They're black and white, and I don't work that way. I'm like a fucking whatever girl.
But wait a second. It is not unusual to say to your husband before some friends
know.
come over, I think we'll serve champagne. It's no big deal to pop the lid, so
Right.
to speak. What was the problem? And you're rolling your eyes. You hate him. You hate him.
Howard, my God, I love the man.
You're rolling your eyes. You're thinking he's jerky.
No, I think that he's got issues. He's a little uptight. Absolutely.
Then in the next episode, and then in the next episode, you're there with your husband. You're the breadwinner.
Correct.
You were living on your own. You were doing just fine. You went shopping. You're a hot chick. You got to look hot for that. The reason people watch you on TV is you dress great.
Well, thank you. But people assume that I'm like Kelly Ripa, where they give me clothes. They don't. I've bought my own clothes for 20 years on TV.
So you say to your husband starts complaining about what you spend on clothes?
Right.
And to your credit, you don't even say to him, hey, listen, Jack, I'm earning the money here. How dare you sit and tell me? Why don't you go get a job, and then we'll worry about it.
Well, I did say, some women, I'm friends with a girl who's married to one of the most successful agents in Hollywood, and he's just like Uber agent, and he owns the agent, and they're really rich, and she puts money on his credit card, and he could give a shit,
Right.
So I did say that. I said my friends spend their husband's money and nobody cares.
There is a huge issue between you and your husband that you're earning the money and he isn't.
Well, especially since he's a Marine.
You mean for him there's an issue?
Yes, there is. There's
but
resentment.
Howard, I'm a big fan of therapy, and we're working through some stuff right now because I do love him. I want this.
Your marriage
will
is
work.
going to end in a divorce. There is no
Don't
question.
say that. It
I
really is
watched the
not.
show. Listen, you're putting it out there for people to watch.
Correct. Here's the thing.
When you watch it, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't say this against Grant. I like Grant. I met
Yeah.
him at my wedding. We had a great time
Yeah.
together. He's a sweetheart and
Yeah.
a handsome man.
Really handsome.
But you're not in love anymore.
Oh no, I am.
No, you're not.
Absolutely. And here's the thing.
Why don't you be
he
honest?
and I would never be anything but with you.
What did you tell Robin when you went out to dinner?
What did I tell Robin?
Well, now, I never said she didn't say she was in love with Grant. She said that throughout the dinner.
That's right. I love the man.
But the thing she said about marriage, I was so depressed after that night.
So Robin,
You
don't
hate
turn on
your
me
marriage.
now.
No.
I said, well, what did I say?
You said, don't get married to me. You said,
don't get married to me. I said, Robin, you don't marry me.
Oh, if I was
Did you
married
know
to
it
you,
had-
if I was married to you, things would be just fine. Don't worry about it.
She
First
kept
of all,
saying, Robin, you don't want to do this to your life.
all
That's
right.
what you said.
What is bad
because
about
you
marriage?
don't want to get married.
What is bad about marriage?
Well, I think marriage is a compromise, obviously.
Right.
And I think that I looked at those episodes. It's funny, Howard. This will be like a shrink session. I did the show thinking, I pushed him into it. He said, I don't want to be a fucking reality. This is stupid. And I said, but it'll be fun. You'll be working. And I thought I'd come in a couple episodes and be like, hey, in the background, I'm home from work. What's up? They would strap mics on me.
Of course, you're the interesting one.
It was silly in the sense that I mean, there's a guy, Charlie, that's in it, the former bank robber. His wife, you never see her. We all got paid the same amount.
I don't even know that he's a former bank manager, bank robber, because I fast forward through him.
Oh,
it's about you.
He was called the gentleman bank robber. He actually robbed banks and spent time and everything.
You and your husband are the interesting ones on the show.
Well,
you know what Beth said to me? I could watch Jillian and her husband 24 hours a day.
They should never take the cameras off?
Don't take the cameras off these two, because you're ready to explode. The marriage is about to end.
But wait, you haven't seen all the episodes. There's some other very romantic episodes and wonderful.
Doubt it.
Anyway, so the point is this: that
what
we are
do you
working
hate about
through.
marriage?
What do I hate about? Okay, so I was telling you, I was watching the episodes, and what I saw, because I get obsessive. I'm like, look, everybody, he didn't want me to open the champagne. Isn't he freaking nuts? And then I realize I'm the fucking crazy one running around, obsessing,
I'm gonna tell you
trying
what
to get
hate.
people to see how crazy and uptight he is.
You're a hot girl. You had a great little thing going.
Yeah,
you had
I
your
still
own
do.
house. You resent having a child.
Oh my God!
No. You don't.
Now you're insane. Those are fighting words.
And by the way, you don't put your daughter on a countertop and let her run around on a countertop while your friends are
Did you see
eating.
the size? It's bigger than this room. They're
No.
so rich, our friends.
You don't do that. That's an accident waiting to happen.
It's not.
It was as if you wanted danger.
Oh my God!
That's
Howard.
right. I watched everything.
We need Dr. Keith Abelo in here right now. That is
You need
not
help
the
with
case.
this. No, we don't. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Here's what the problem is.
Okay.
You fell in love with a very hot guy.
Yes.
Very handsome, a gentleman.
Happens
nice
to all
guy.
of us.
Yeah, that's right. Very, very sweet guy.
You fell in love with Norm.
You had a
did.
great time going.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Then the baby comes. Now you fight over free time. Do you know how excited this girl is to be in New York by herself?
Oh my God, I love New York.
Yes.
And she's without her husband and without her daughter. You know how happy she is? If she was going to be honest and tell us, you were bursting with excitement on your TV show yesterday.
The truth is that I tell my husband, he said, "Oh, a trip to New York," and I say, "Well, not for you," because I like to bring. I call them my pussy posse. They're my girls, and we hang. And we had dinner with Robin and Ralph, and we had such a great.
All the girls.
You say we had a great time.
Yeah, all the girls.
We had a great time, but you sat there and complained about your marriage
No, I
the
didn't,
entire
Robin.
evening.
Please
Robin,
tell me I did not.
Tell
I
the
just
truth.
said.
But you don't realize what you did. You know, like I came away and I was like, I was like, Jillian's miserable. I feel so
I
bad
am
for
so
her.
not miserable. I said that we were going through a rough time and that it's work.
And
let
what
me
you
tell
were saying, though, was, Robin, don't do this to yourself.
Well, I love you.
Why
Looking out
would you
for you.
say to Robin not to do it to herself if you're so happy?
Listen, I think that marriage, it's ebbs and flows, and it works sometimes, and sometimes you want to fucking kill the other person.
Do you yearn to be with another man?
No, that's the one thing I do not yearn for. I mean, other than you. No, I'm kidding.
I'm serious.
I do
Throw
love
a rock
you.
in this room, you'll hit someone she wants to bang.
No. I don't. I mean, he's absolutely a beautiful man, and he's a good-hearted husband. He just has little hangouts.
All right, but how much
and
more?
And so do I.
How much more of the marriage can you take, honestly? Let's be honest. Let's really talk if you want to get down to it. You like honest radio.
I do. I love honesty.
How much more of this can you
I'm
take?
not going anywhere. I love this man. I'm making it work.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not based on what I saw on this show.
Yeah, we've been married for 3 years, and let me tell you, at first, I'm not going to lie, we got married after 3 months. It was like a bliss.
You're kidding. You only knew each other 3 months?
No, we actually knew each other 5 years, but we dated and then knew, we knew.
Why
we knew.
wouldn't you sign a prenup with this guy? You know your track record with men. You know that you're
I
unhappy.
was married once before.
I mean, what do you think marriage should be like? Don't you think it should be a little more harmonious and fun?
I think it should be easy.
Why don't you have a housekeeper? You make $1 million a year. It's clearly putting stress on the marriage.
No, I do now. We do.
You have a nanny?
We just hired a girl 2 weeks ago. Our baby's almost 2, but I think that was one of the biggest strains on our marriage. We just hired
because you want to be running around. He wants to be running around.
I don't want to be running around. That's the problem. I'm a fucking homebody. I get off the air and I want to go and sit at home, Howard.
You want to sit at home and attend to yourself. You're a narcissist, and that's not a bad thing.
I want to be with my daughter. I want to hang out. He's more out there. He's young. He's 36. He likes getting on his bike and taking off, and I don't like that. I don't want to go anywhere.
One of those guys.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to talk to people. I want to go to my bat cave. I call it the bat cave. I get home from work. I don't want to know from anybody.
Are you tanning a lot?
What
is going on?
Just a spray tan.
Oh, this is spray tan.
Yeah, I
It
don't
looks
do real
good on
tan.
you.
Thank you. I don't do real tans.
Titties look amazing.
Wow, thanks.
They're
and they're
fake,
real.
right?
Nope.
That's
real.
unbelievable how good they look.
100% real Canadian bacon.
I should have banged you.
Wow.
I made a mistake there.
I love that Angie Everhart came out and said that you were the best, but I knew that. I said, this guy is a sensitive. He's going to be a wonderful lover. It's got to.
Please. You know what
I know that.
I put out for a girl. I go crazy.
Me too. You got to do
He
that.
wants a good report.
Listen, I live for those good reports. Believe me.
She gave you, and so did Robin Givens. I mean, you really have you do. You know
I'm
that.
good
though.
at it.
You are.
I'm
and now
good.
Beth is so happy with you.
Oh, my
But you
God.
guys have your moments. I know that,
No.
yes, you do. Howard, don't lie. Absolutely
We don't
you do.
have the pressure you and your husband have.
What's the pressure that we have?
You have the kid. You have.
Dude.
You're making. It's very odd when the woman makes the money. It always becomes
Is
an
it?
issue.
For the
Of
guy?
course
No,
it
it
is.
Not for the woman.
Why is it? You don't think that's odd for your husband that he has to go for you for his living? That he has to make. He can't support you.
Not for me. That is old school.
Yeah, but I'm that way too, man. I guess it's new school too. Well, I'm 41.
Let me say something. When you get married, it's a marital situation. The money that comes in is the money of the marriage.
Oh,
and
yeah?
how the
Absolutely.
family
I don't look at it like
is
that.
supported.
Every
I
woman
agree with
fantasizes
Robin.
that
I don't.
there
I
was
never
a
did.
man who would take care
Howard,
of them.
I never grew up fantasizing about a man taking care of me. I think because of the background that I had, because I was adopted and I kind of, I came out of the womb fighting, and I've always been a fighter. I've always been on my own. I've never had a man take care of me. And now that I've met and married these guys, I don't care that I'm paying. It means nothing to me.
Your morning show.
Yes. God, I love this music. Thank you, Fred.
Your
Where is
morning
Fred?
show, right over there. Your morning show,
Where?
right over there behind you.
Are you a fan of the show, Jillian?
Jillian, your morning show
Yeah.
was syndicated for a while all around the country. What happened there?
They fired my ass.
Now, I heard you left.
Yeah, that's what they told. They said, if you want us to pay out your contract, you will leave on Friday. We'll give you a week. I can't believe they gave me a week. I could have said anything during that week, but I didn't. And they said, just say that you're moving on to other things, and we'll pay out your contract.
I see.
So I did. I said,
Why
it's
did they
time to-
fire you?
I don't know
Was
to
it
this day.
determined that you were bad for the show?
Well, when they fired me, ratings dropped 30% right away. So
I
I don't
bet.
know that I was bad, but I do think that they felt I was a little too... I don't know.
That's weird.
You know what? I'm speculating. They never said to me. They just said, we're moving in a different direction. See you later.
How's the sex life with your husband? Is it good?
Oh, my God.
Really good? Because you said
It's
you told me years ago that you're pretty frigid, that you couldn't have an orgasm. There was a lot of problems.
Well, I had a lot of hang-ups back then, yeah. I mean, because of the shit that I went through.
You were abused.
Correct.
That's right. I remember the rocks were put in your vagina.
Yes.
It was
All
very
kinds of-
upsetting. Who did that to you again? I forget.
Some horrible girl back in Canada. She was in the 8th grade. She was a nasty nightmare.
How did she
Looked
get?
like a dude.
She held you down and
Yes.
forced rocks into you.
Yeah.
And that obviously gave you problems in terms of what you want to
That
do.
and other things. But, I got over it. I mean,
How many rocks? How many rocks can you take? in there?
Well, they
Yeah.
were very small pebbles. Okay, I
Were
have a
they?
small vagina. Yes, they were very small pebbles. I just want to throw that out
Do you
there.
feel she was a lesbian and she was attracted to you?
I would imagine. But
Yeah.
you don't have to be, I mean, it's one of those things that I got through, and now
Do you have
sex
any
is wonderful.
sexual things where you like someone to hold you down and do things against
Yes,
your will?
Absolutely.
Do you think
that's for my husband and he's a Marine, so he's got tons of guns. So we used to have fun, like gunplay like that.
Like, what would he do?
And I
Hold
would
a
tell
gun to
him-
your head?
Yes, one of our first encounters.
Oh, my God.
Why, is that like really out there?
One of your first encounters with your husband was he held a gun to your head.
That sounds familiar.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was loaded. I said, don't even tell me. I don't care.
Really?
You know what we did? We were dating, and this is a true story. And I said to him, you could come to the house. I lived on my own, obviously, at the time, and come in the middle of the night and just, like, rape me. But just, we'll have some fun with it, you know?
Right.
And
Rape
so,
fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he brought the gun, and that's what he did. And he left, and he didn't even, we didn't even talk the whole time.
So he worked it out where he broke into your house, kind of.
Yeah.
And did he wear a mask and all of that?
No. We didn't go to, no, I didn't have to wear the
And what did
Gary
he do?
monkey mask.
Did he throw you down and tie you up?
Yes,
He
essentially.
tied you up.
Well, I don't know that he tied me up, but he certainly pinned me down.
What, did you know he would break in that night?
Yes.
That
and
you knew that was planned?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
I did.
And he walks in, and what does he do to you? Does he rip
'Cause
off your pajamas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
It
did.
was the whole thing.
Do you sleep in pajamas?
It depends. It depends on what I sleep. You know, what I'm in the mood
So
for.
he walks in.
Yep.
You're wearing something.
Yes.
He rips your clothing off.
Correct.
Does he scream at you and tell you, look, this is a robbery, get down?
I don't think he went that far. He didn't say get down, but
He ripped off your clothes.
yeah.
And
oh,
you're
yeah.
totally nude. And you have no
Yeah.
hair in your vagina because you laser
None.
it.
God, yes. How do you know that? Did I tell you that last
You
time? too?
did.
You know what it was? I figured I made so much money at that time. I said, this is throwaway money. I might as well do it now because one day when I'm poor, I don't want to be hairy and poor. I'd rather be bald and poor.
Does the
So-
laser vagina hair
Doesn't
removal? Did it work entirely?
Oh my God. bald as an eagle, and it's been. And I
it
did my
never grew back.
underarms like 7 years ago. Nothing.
I don't believe it because I
Yeah, I
went
have
for
nothing.
that. I went for it on the back of my arms,
Yeah.
and it grew right back.
Well, how many sessions did you go? Do you
About
have
5. You're supposed to do 6.
to? Yeah, you
but
do
I
6
just
because hair grows in cycles. 3 cycles. It's like a whole thing. I could be a fucking electrolysis.
and you never got any more hair in your vagina.
Nothing.
You're totally bald down there.
Yeah.
There's nothing. If I looked right now, I'd see nothing.
Yeah, nothing. And it's funny because some guys think that that's like pedophilia.
I don't
and they
believe
don't
you. I think I should see it. I really don't believe it. I should touch it, see if it's smooth.
Can I
It's
check if
smooth.
her tits are real?
They're definitely. I said
After
I would
I
do
check
that.
her vagina, you can check her tits.
What do you call that? Tyra Banks did it, the mammogram to show that it's
Right.
real. Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
What are you, a D? Are you a D cup?
No, I'm a C.
You are? Wow,
Yeah.
they look huge today. What do you got, a push-up bra on?
I don't have a bra on.
Wow.
It's a halter thing.
How firm are your breasts after a kid? After having a kid? Look at
My
that.
husband, he always says they're very pretty natural boobies.
They
look
are.
They
How
look
are your
like
nipples? Are they huge?
tiny and brown.
God, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
good for
they're
you.
good. They're
You're a pretty
good.
girl.
Thank you.
And so, let me understand something.
Hello, Arthur.
The guy,
they're nice.
the guy comes in. He breaks in.
Yeah, the husband. Yeah, well, the husband. Now
He
he's a
doesn't-
boyfriend at the
He
time.
breaks in.
Yeah.
And the fantasy is that he's going to take you against your will. And what does he do? Does he tie you up?
Well, I think he just pinned me down. There was a lot of sex talk.
There was no
and-
rope involved?
No, but there was a gun.
There was a gun
A real
involved.
gun. I mean, this was like, I don't know what, it was like a 40, like one of those.
And what does he do? He puts it to your head?
Yeah, the back of my head.
And that
I was
turned
on
you
my
on?
front. Oh, yeah, it was great.
Don't you think that that's a result of the girl putting the rocks in your vagina?
No, God, no. No. Otherwise, I would have said, use a boulder on me.
And when
Hit me in the back. Cold cock me with a boulder.
So there's no foreplay.
All right.
He just shoves it. He shoves it right into you because he's raping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, in other words, he doesn't try to get you off. He rapes you.
Correct.
Wow. And you're totally wet for this because that turns you on.
He's so. My husband's a very sexy guy, so
Right.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And let me tell you something: we got married 3 months after that.
Yeah.
Got pregnant 3 months after that. So there was, it's like now, being a mom, it's not like we're running around with gunplay and.
Did you stay in the role the whole time?
Oh yes.
And then,
He left, and I didn't call the cops. That would have been funny. That would have been really staying in the role.
well, I hope your marriage does work out.
Thank
Everything
you, Howard.
Robin told me and everything
Oh.
I saw on this show of yours.
No, I
We had a
never
good
got
time.
the impression that she's bailing. That's
No,
one of the
I
things she said
definitely-
too, that she's going to make this work because she
love
doesn't
him.
want to do this again. And this
No,
is
I
it.
love him. I love
What kind
him.
of shoes you wearing?
Louboutins.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you know how to
I
do
love that stripper shoes are now suddenly like high fashion.
high
It's
fashion.
fabulous.
Because they're
Really?
Right?
When you were single, oh, by the way, you're friends with that new judge on American Idol, Cara DeGuardia.
I like her a lot, yeah.
I didn't like her, but when she took
I know
off her
you did.
clothes at the end of the season, she was very hot.
Way
A
to
lot
close
of
it.
people got on her case
Yeah.
for that, but you liked it.
Oh,
I loved it.
Come on.
Why wouldn't you like it?
Yeah, and
no,
anytime
I'm
a girl.
just saying, I read a lot of bad things about it.
Anytime a 38-year-old girl will go up against a 21-year-old idiot. And look, the girl, I'm not going to, she's got a smoking body bikini girl.
Right.
But it's not a fucking bikini contest. It's a singing And she was an asshole to Cara about it. She was just an asshole, even after the event. And I
Cara
thought,
was out of line. She was mean to
That's
the
what
girl.
she-
She was a young
Oh,
girl.
come on. She wasn't out of line.
She
You
was a
don't go
young
on-
girl. You don't sit there and make
Yeah.
fun of a girl. She's dumb.
Showed
So
her
what?
up. She said that's not how the song should be sung, and Cara sang it and knocked it out of the
What's her
park, and
story?
it pissed off that bikini
She's
girl.
seen any guys?
She's engaged.
Oh, she's engaged. And what's her deal?
She's really just a cool lady. She's written. She's so prolific.
Is she
Every
marrying
time-
a guy that she has to support?
Well, look, I think her library in and of itself. I think she sold her. They call it catalog.
Yes.
It's not like Beatles or something, but she has so many hits. If you look down, you see Pink, Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson. She's written hits for Enrique.
Is she a multimillionaire?
I would imagine she
Right.
sold her
So
catalog.
you're friends with a lot of these multimillionaires.
No,
You have a lot
I'm
of-
not.
You have a lot of celebrity
I have
friends.
a lot of friends that are women that are strong that make their own money and stuff.
Are you
but
friends with Stuttering John now? Is he your best friend? Someone said to me.
Susanna Melendez.
Oh, you're
I love
friends
her.
with Susanna.
Oh yeah, I love
Poor
her.
girl, huh?
I love her.
She's a terrific girl.
She is one of life's true jewels, and
Yeah,
she loves
she-
you, Artie. When I was at Howard's wedding, I said, "Oh, I wanted to say hi to Artie because I loved your book and I promoted it in L.A."
And she's good friends with Beth too.
No, and thank
She
you.
is,
for
of
that,
course.
by the way.
And so Artie walked by, but he was ready to do your speech, and I think he was nervous. But I take everything personally. I'm like, oh, Artie thinks I'm an asshole, and so I was like, hi, Artie, and he's like, hey, and he kept going, and I told Susanna, I obsessed about it for days. She's like, relax. Artie
He was
probably,
uptight about making this
of
speech,
course.
probably.
I was. I mean, it's
Right.
Howard. He asked me
Of
to do I'm Julian, you're kidding me. I bust balls. I love you. And Susanna is the greatest person ever.
And that she
Did
loves
you date David Spade after your divorce?
Spade and I hung out for a little bit, yeah.
David seems to get every hot chick on the planet.
He's stealth, man. He goes underneath the radar.
You know what it is? It's his humor. It's the same.
He's got something, right?
Oh, my God,
He's got
Howard.
that certain something.
Absolutely.
And so he had intercourse with you?
We did.
You did? How was he as a lover? Is he good?
He was great.
So
he was
what
absolutely
happened?
great.
He banged you?
Yeah, but you know what? For a while, I don't want to say I was like a guy, but I just wasn't into relationships. I was known as like the kissing bandit because I was so afraid of disease.
Right.
I would go out with guys and just make out. And then that would be it. Like Mark McGrath and I made out one night, and I was like, okay, I don't want to take it any further because he's probably been with a ton of girls.
But if you're afraid of disease, why date Spade?
Well, you know what? Because I love David as a friend. We were friends first.
What kind of gun did he hold to your head?
He didn't. See, that's why it didn't last.
Right.
And so, and then, who else did I make out with? Ryan Seacrest. I made out with him when he first moved.
Really?
Yeah, don't judge.
You're way cooler than that.
Don't judge. He was
he's a handsome guy,
he
but
just moved to L.A. and we were friends. I took him.
How did he become friends with you? That he just moved to L.A. and what was he doing? I mean, how does he get in your world? How
He was
does he
on.
know you?
You know what? I was friends with his radio co-host Lisa Fox. They did a show.
All right.
And we used to go to this place called Club Vinyl, and there was a Dan band went there. I don't know if you're familiar. I know you are.
Why would you make out? Wait a second. Why would you make out with him?
Yeah.
And then not go further. He's a handsome guy.
Because I did that with Jenna Jameson too. I'm like the kissing bandit. I make out with people and then I run home.
But why did you bang David Spade then?
Because I was already friends with David. I'm not good. He was the only celebrity type that I went out took it that far because everybody else.
You became single. He contacts you, and he says,
"No, we were always in contact. I've known him for like 15 years."
And he says to you, Jillian, look, let's go out. Let's hang out a little bit.
Yeah, we just hung out. It was no big deal.
And how did it come that you go from friends to him fucking you? I mean,
we just did it, I think, once or twice, and it was like,
where did
whatever.
it take place? In his house?
Uh-huh.
He told me he has that move. He doesn't like to take a girl out. He gets him in the house and says, it wouldn't be good if we
honestly,
were seen.
I don't like going out anyway. I'm not. I'm not that into the scene or whatever. So, and LA's so fucking phony. And
what are you doing? You having dinner with him one night at his house?
We're just hanging at his house.
What were you doing at the house?
Goofing on people and watching TV. And
drinking a little bit.
I don't recall drinking. I don't think he's a big drinker.
No.
Yeah.
And then how does he make his move? He just starts kissing.
I probably made the move. I don't know.
You started kissing him, and you gave him oral.
Wow. Probably.
Wow.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
I bet you're good at it.
I do like it.
You do like it.
Although when I was pregnant last time, I was doing it to my husband, and this is such a nasty thing, but the baby rides high, and I was doing it, and I had just eaten a Waldorf salad, and I went, oh my God, I feel my gag reflex, and I all over his.
You vomited on his penis.
Yeah. Yeah. What a sight.
So did his ex-assistant.
Whoa. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really nasty. Poor
So
guy.
you vomited on your husband's penis.
I did.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Believe me, you should see mine. You'd vomit a lot. So did you so with Spade though?
Yeah.
You had oral with him?
I think
and his penis was a big penis? Or nice size?
I remember it being big. But you had somebody on recently that said it was big, and I was like, "Oh, was it? I don't remember that. It was so long ago." But he was great.
He's a great lover. He's an expert lover. Wow. He has to be.
He's got to be at this point, right?
With a woman as hot as you are, and you're very sexy.
Thank you.
Was he able to hold out a long time with you? Are most of these guys able to hold out?
I don't think so. I'm not like the kind of girl that's like, "Oh, give me the romance," and I'm like a dude that way. I like to get in and nasty. And
I think with you, I'd put it in, and I'd probably last a second or two. I mean, that would be it.
Yeah, I don't recall it lasting a long time.
Did you achieve an orgasm?
No.
You did not. Not
no.
with him.
No. You know what it is? I need to feel really safe so I can be really out there, like with my husband, and that's we have toys and we have talk.
A gun.
It's nasty. A gun.
You require a lot of foreplay?
A gun would be a toy. No.
Yeah, do you ever like a guy just to get on top of you and put it in?
Hello?
Yeah.
The gun episode.
You don't need him licking you?
Don't need the whole shebangy bang. Sometimes it's nice, but I don't need it.
You don't need it?
Nope.
What a fascinating girl. Listen, Jillian Barbary is on House Husbands of Hollywood, premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox reality channel.
Now that
Robin.
Build up.
Well, now that you know Grant, it'll be interesting for you to see.
Why are you obsessed with Fred on the show out of all the people?
I've always loved Fred. I just...
Did you know this, Fred?
She knows I have a gun collection.
You know what it is? I fell in love at the first time when he was doing the Kurt Waldheim.
Kurt Waldheim Jr.,
Yes.
one of his best impressions.
Thing about like power or something.
I don't know.
And
but it
Nazis.
just-
Would you like him to visit you at your house as Kurt Waldheim Jr. and his...
Yes, I would. It'd be very nice.
So, yes, it is depressing that Robin went to dinner with you and you complained about
It was
your marriage
fun.
the whole time.
We had a good time. No, I didn't the whole time. We had a great time.
I felt a little bad. I felt like, oh my God, Jillian's not happy.
No, I'm very, very happy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I truly am.
I saw the show, honey.
I don't have to worry.
When your husband...
Marianne!
1 second, Marianne. When your husband calls you...
Yes.
Babe. Like, you can tell he's just totally annoyed with you, and you're calling him dude.
I call everybody dude, though.
No.
I'm
Honey, you don't call me dude.
I do. I did
No, you
earlier.
don't.
Yes, I did. Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Jillian. You know what I'm thinking? You're my favorite super celebrity fan of Howard's. I'm surprised you were late. And I'm thinking that you're telling Robin that she shouldn't get married because she would have to support a man. Because at this stage in her life, Robin would be like the super breadwinner. Don't you agree?
Well, I think at this point for Robin, it would be hard for you to find somebody.
That was basically the conversation.
But I'll tell you what, Robin's going to be signing a prenup. I won't let her get married unless she does.
But her hands, you'll have to help her, Howard.
I'll break her other hand.
I know. Oh, my God. It's like a satellite dish on your hand.
And take that yelling.
Yeah, I'm bringing in...
I can't believe you the rollerblade. You know, I used to figure skate. I could have gone rollerblading with you and helped you out.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Jeff the Drunk.
How you doing, baby?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Could you please do me a favor?
Uh-oh.
Would you get on that Sibian?
Jillian, when are you going to ride the Sibian? Really, you're a super fan of the show.
I am.
Everyone
In fact, can I tell you, when we did the Superfan Roundtable,
right.
It's so funny because
that was a good show, by the way. I listened.
Thank you. I hardly was participating because I'm the type, I'm like, I have verbal diarrhea. I want to talk about everything that you've said, everything you've done, all the nuances of the show.
Right.
But it was Natalie and Jeff Probst's show, so I kind of had to sit back, and that was so fucking hard for me to sit there. And even when they did the celebrity Superfan Roundtable, and it was Jerry O'Connell, I beat Jerry. I was playing in my car at home. I beat Jerry. I beat Jeff Probst. I did not beat Jimmy Kimmel.
Right. Jimmy's good.
Like... But he's also your friend, and he vacations with you and stuff like that. So he's got that edge.
But you were
he's also
talking
been
about
listening
the
to-
Sibian.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Now,
Jeff, yes.
Now, what about it? Don't you think you should be a celebrity Sibian ride? I mean, it's really your obligation to do that.
Please.
Well, I realize that it is. I don't know. I'm not wearing any underwear today.
Neither was Meryl Streep when she was on it.
You're not wearing underwear?
I never
You don't wear panties?
I never do.
With that little dress?
He has a bunch of them there.
Why don't you sit on the Sibian, keep your dress on?
That's the thing. I'm terrified of germs.
We got
No,
a bunch.
but it-
I'm
but
terrified
it's a
of
brand new piece. It's clean. It
I know,
comes out
you-
of the plastic.
And then Gary has to wear the mask.
Here comes Will.
What do you think?
Exactly,
Want to
you
do
know
it?
It's Will Murray, everybody.
Would you think you could even get off from the Sibian?
No, not right now. I couldn't.
Why? Because too many people around?
Don't hurt yourself over there, Will.
But did Will fall? What's going on?
Cole cocked himself with a
Do you want me to hold a gun to your head while you do it?
Yeah, that would be
that would
funny.
help. Yes.
Are you going to sit on the Sibian or not?
No.
You are not?
No.
All right, guys. That's enough.
Sorry.
Right, she
Well,
doesn't
so
wanna-
it
Look at everybody. Look at the friggin' crew coming in.
So it doesn't go to waste.
Gary,
Jason, get on the
wait,
Sibian.
what mask would you wear if I did?
Whatever you want. You can put a gun to my head.
No, I can't.
We're like a pit crew. We could be.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
But
Believe me. I hosted the sexiest moments. Remember?
It's all your comfortability.
Why don't you
level.
sit on it with it turned off?
Right.
And then if you get comfortable with it, I'll turn it on.
I honestly, I'm not.
What are you afraid you're going to lose, like the Doritos commercial you're doing or something? What are you, Sunoco? What are you doing? I don't know.
Sunoco.
Whatever you do, I don't know.
All right, forget it, guys. I want to continue
Thank
this
you.
interview. The Nutrisystem stuff.
Yes.
Do you make a fortune with that?
God, not a fortune. I did it because it worked. It really, truly worked.
Right.
But it's not a fortune by any means. No. No.
Jeff, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Sorry, Jeff the Drunk.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I suck as a guest.
Didn't you tell a coworker at Good Day LA that you were going to go on the Sibian?
Chiggy,
did.
one of our he said you've got to ride the Sibian, and he's obsessed with you, and so many. You know, that's how I form my relationships. I ask if they listen to you, like Frankie B. Jeans.
No.
You don't?
Oh no, I know Frankie.
Okay,
Jones.
the
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
who originated them 10 years ago, her name's
Right.
Daniela Clark. She looks like Raquel Welch. She's so fucking beautiful. She's your #1 fan, and her and I, our relationship. She's married to a guy from Guns N' Roses. Our husbands get together, they write about it, and all we do is talk about you.
Oh,
that's
my
our,
God. That's
yeah.
it.
We love you.
I should have banged her too.
Yep.
Ralph, go ahead.
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, that rape fantasy thing sounds, oh my God. That
sounds great, yeah.
It really
You didn't
was
even
great.
know that, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph, you were at our dinner. Now, Robin says I did not complain about my marriage all night. That is absolutely
He was
wrong.
on the other side of the table.
Yeah, I just
Robin.
heard you rattling on about something. Who knows?
Oh, please.
But, all right, this Hollywood House Husband show sounds fantastic. If I watch the show, does it teach you how to become one? Because
I want to know something. Ralph really...
Ralph, you'd be a perfect candidate.
Ralph needs that. But, you know, Ralph, it's in a way...
Yeah.
You got to be like a super hot guy, because, like, what girl's going to pay for you? And I'm not saying you're not a handsome guy. You're a good-looking guy.
He's
but
got a nice body.
Can I tell you, my ex-husband...
Ralph's an ugly girl.
My ex-husband was not gorgeous
Yeah,
by
but he
any
was a
means.
professional baseball
But so
player.
what? I don't give a shit.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Howard's right. Come
I married a former Marine sniper who's not working. So why?
Because
what does that say?
he's also extremely handsome.
Right, Marine, baseball player. You notice a theme?
I like men in uniform.
Chicks don't really care that much about that. You can get away with being like a little ugly like me.
Especially if a girl makes her own money, she doesn't really care about it. Just believe me, it's just not even in my. I got asked out by guys, actors
Bullshit.
that came on the show, and
This
I didn't
is
go out
all
with them.
bullshit.
No. Who, Gary
Bob,
Coleman?
Go ahead. You want a man to take care of you. Bob, go ahead. You're
I
on
don't
the air.
need it.
Sure
I don't
you do.
care. I don't.
Well, you think that job's going to last forever? You don't know that.
Please, it's been 15 years. Where the I'm not going
I
anywhere.
mean, you're terrific, but, I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't
Look
know.
at Dorothy Lucy. She's 10 years older. She's still going. What
They
does
got
she
to get
do?
rid of her. Do you hate
Dorothy
her?
Lucy is 60.
She doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you, and
No.
you don't like her.
I love Steve. Steve and I are.
For those of you who don't know, Jillian works with this Dorothy Lucy.
And it's very obvious.
And
that
it's
she doesn't
obvious when
like
I've
you.
seen the show that you hate her and she hates you. You can't stand each other.
We don't like each other.
And in
We're
the same
not each
way,
other's cup of tea.
And in the same way I watched you and your husband on this TV show, you don't like each other. You just
can
don't.
tell this about them too.
Robin, watch the show. Jillian doesn't
seen
like her
that
husband.
chemistry.
Fascinating.
And her husband isn't choked up with her. It's very mutual.
stop
And they're
it.
both very nice people. I don't mean to disparage, but the fact of the matter is, Jillian is in crisis mode right now. And you'll see it.
I'm getting depressed again.
I'm not going to lie. We are definitely working on things.
Bob, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Jillian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if you give up the ass.
Yeah, of course.
You do anal?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
Do you like it?
With that noise in the background.
Is it a struggle for you?
It's a struggle.
Is it something you'll go to once a week?
Once a week?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah?
Well, like you know, Robin, with the coffee colonics, it's the same sort of thing.
I really
At
want
least
to-
I get off on this.
I really want to explore this with you.
Yeah.
About anal.
Yes.
How old were you when you first tried anal?
23.
All right. And at first, were you annoyed by it and not like it? And
Actually,
think
I just lied to you. The first time I tried it, I was 17. With my
17.
yeah, with a boyfriend.
You were curious about it?
Yeah.
How did you know even about
Hated
anal?
it the first time.
Horrible.
I watched I worked in a video store when I was 16, and I watched a ton of porn. Became a little obsessed with porn, and so I think in my own deviant mind, I saw things that most 16-year-old girls weren't watching at that time, and so it kind of upped the ante for me. And so yes, I remember wanting my boyfriend to try it and hating it at that time, and didn't do it again until I was 23.
Because it was painful?
Oh my gosh.
Was there an embarrassment with duty?
No, there was nothing like that. It was just really, really painful. But by the time I was 23, I was just more into the experimenting and just letting myself go, lying on my stomach and letting it happen and just enjoying it. Also,
Did guys ask you for it?
Did they ask?
Or did you
No,
just
I was
grab their
pretty-
penises and stick it in
I
there?
didn't do it to a lot. I didn't allow a lot of guys to do
Right.
that. But I was into the experimenting part of it. I mean,
So I have a very specific question about it. You're
Yes.
there, you're making love to a guy.
Yeah.
Was there a time when a guy would be behind you, he was in you vaginally, and then suddenly you would just pull his penis out and stick it in your ass?
Yes.
There was. And you came to love this act. To
yeah,
the
I
point
didn't-
now, even in your marriage, once a week, you'll go back there.
For sure, I would definitely whenever he wants to.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And you enjoy
And
it.
he likes it too.
Yeah.
Do you need lubrication back there, or you don't? You are
No, like
self-lubricating?
spit or something.
Spit.
Sometimes.
Boy, you're wilder than I thought. I thought you were uptight because I thought that you were always like non-orgasmic.
I definitely went through a time where I couldn't orgasm, except I think I told you the story when I was experimenting with the girls in Florida. I had 2 girls that I slept with in Florida.
Right.
And then it was easy. Those were the first time that I had orgasms.
That's
They were
when
with
you were a
girls.
weather girl in
Yeah.
Florida?
And there was a girl that I used to work with. She was a former model who lived in Canada, and I worked with her up there. she came to visit me in Miami. And Miami's like it was like the early 90s when Madonna had just moved in.
Right.
And it was like this sexy, and the nightclubs were opening every 5 minutes. And you know, you go to dinner at 10 o'clock and you dance till 3 a.m. And it was just debauchery. And it was so much fun. And I was 24. And so we ended up sleeping together, and it was amazing.
Well, how did that happen? You went out to party together?
We went out to party, and we went
the
to...
two of you are quite beautiful, so they probably created a lot of...
She was a German model that got into TV afterwards.
Did you guys dance with each other at the club?
Dance. We made out. Like, nobody cared in Miami. We were making out, and there were people...
I mean, but they would probably say, hey, there's the local weather girl making out
they
with...
They could care less.
They didn't care
so
in
many
Miami.
gay clubs and stuff. And then we would go... I took her to a strip joint, this Solid Gold that we used to go to, and the girls were really hot. And so I got back home, and she ended up seducing me. Then I told...
How did she seduce you?
It was just sort of like we were buzzed, and it happened. That wasn't the best girl story, but the better one was when I went back to work, and I told this co-anchor that I worked with. She was this hot Hispanic, and I told her, she goes, oh, I liked your girlfriend, the German from Canada. And I said, yeah, apparently I liked her a little too much too, because we ended up sleeping together. She's like, tell me all about it. So I tell her about it, thinking I'm telling a friend. She, in her mind, starts setting a scenario, takes me out to dinner a week later, totally seduces me, like the candles, like a guy would do.
She took you out to dinner in a restaurant.
Yeah, we made out in the bathroom. Like, I went to the bathroom, and then I came out, and she was standing there, and she just grabbed me and pinned me against the wall and started kissing me.
Oh, that must have been so incredibly hot.
It was awesome.
She was probably like hot like you.
She's this beautiful Latin girl, and so she was wearing a jumpsuit, and I just remember unzipping it, and we went to
Where?
town.
At your house?
Bathroom.
In the bathroom, you got it on with her?
Yeah, in Miami.
So she pushed you against the wall, kissed you.
Yeah, and
then you just unzipped her standing there at the restaurant.
Yeah, she was wearing the sexy black jumpsuit. I unzipped it.
What was under the jumpsuit?
Nothing.
Zero.
And then we went back we were like, let's get out of here. And we were all over each other in the car. We got back home. And then we had the greatest night.
What'd you do?
Everything.
She went down on you.
Oh, please.
And you went down on her?
Yeah, oh my God, we did it. Because I was
Put your finger in her
25
ass?
now. That's a good question. I don't think I went that far.
Why wouldn't you go there again? Why only one time?
Well, twice, actually.
With her?
Yeah. And then, so I was 24.
Did you start to think you were gay?
No, I always knew I loved men. Like, I knew in the back of my mind, this is fun, but this is definitely not permanent. And then I didn't make out with a girl again until Jenna Jameson, like 4 years ago.
And it was full on making out.
With Jenna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
but I knew
shocked.
I wasn't going to sleep with Jenna because it scared me. I was like, oh, my God.
Germophobic, porno star, this kind of
the whole
thing.
you know?
Maybe you got to bring a girl into the relationship with Grant. Maybe spice it up a little bit.
Our sex life is fine.
The sex
That's the
life's
last
okay.
thing we need. Yeah,
right.
we're
It's
fine.
just the annoying arguing and stuff.
No, it's that stuff that gets in the way. But then the makeup sex is like
How
good,
often are you having sex with your husband? Honestly.
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
Every night of the week?
Dude, we have sex a lot.
Well, all right. That's
even
good.
when we're pissy. Because I'm one of those girls that even if I'm mad, I can still fuck you. Like,
right.
He and I are definitely
even though you
like
can't,
that.
even though you can't stand them that night, you can fuck them.
Sometimes it makes it better.
Wow. Wow.
Now, do you sometimes think, Howard, that maybe you're not willing to have these extremes of emotion?
Yes.
Go
I know
on
that.
and
that's a great
I don't
point.
fight with Beth, and Beth doesn't fight with me.
But wait a minute.
We
I
live
never
very harmoniously.
Howard, my first husband, we lived 7 years together. We never had one fight until I served him divorce papers. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I don't feel a lot of highs or lows. I just feel a lot of nothing.
I feel a lot of highs with her.
Yeah, well, you guys are complete
doing good.
newlyweds.
We're doing
She's
well.
an angel too.
She is.
You got yourself an angel, and
She's a good girl.
And she wants to please you, and I want to please my husband. The difference is, like, I'm no different than Beth. The only difference is, and this is where it comes that stuff that you're talking about. I think women and men fundamentally. Men want to go and hunt and gather, and women, but now I'm in the role of doing the hunting and gather. But then I come home and I still want to please. So it's like this weird, and we're the ones that get pregnant and give birth and all this. And so I think there's been...
You feel like you're doing everything.
Sometimes women do. But my husband is with the baby. I mean, I have no guilt. He's with her right now.
No, he's a
he's
good
an
guy.
amazing father.
Rick, last question for Jillian Barberie, who's on House Husbands of Hollywood, premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel. She's telling you it all. She's so honest in this TV show. The TV show is great because of Jillian and her husband.
Well, thank
the
you.
other couples, they might as well just cut down and cut out of the show.
that's not true.
They're complete fucking bores. Period. End of sentence. But I will tell you...
Do you think it's because you know Jillian and Grant?
No, because the editors know it too, because because the show is 87% Jillian and her husband.
But I will tell you that
It's you two.
I told them I would not go back for another season because it was exhausting for me.
Whatever it is, they should pay you a bunch of dough and get rid of those other couples and just keep the camera on you guys.
I do like the Lisa Billy storylines. He's a former Dodger and she's a makeup. They've got a great storyline. Oh, please. They're not. No.
I don't care about them. I care about you. Lisa's here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are your Yenta friends. You get to meet Jillian's Yenta friend. They might as well call it the Jillian Barbary Show with her friend.
This might be a hot chick who did my makeup once at Fox.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It is. She works with Joe Buck. And so she's beautiful.
The show is called House Husbands of Hollywood. It premieres August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel. You want me to say hi to your friend? Would that make your day or not?
What,
Would you rather
Lisa?
just have all the attention on you?
Oh, no. Are you kidding? I don't care. Bring her in.
I'm dying to see her. This was like 12 years ago. A smoking hot chick did my makeup for some Fox thing I did for Mad TV. And she said she was married to a Dodger.
That's her.
Well, she could come say hello. And then I want to let the audience have a couple more questions with you, Jillian, and I'll let you out of here. What else are you doing while you're here in
what, show-wise?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just the Hannity show.
Hannity and, it's not Hannity and Combs.
It's just Hannity, so they need me on there to kind of
Yeah, I recognize her from the TV show. How you doing, baby?
That's her.
You're the one
Yeah,
with the
she's
skincare line? You're trying to
Yes.
launch a skincare line? Yeah, I saw that. You're a nice girl.
How are you? Good, how are you? Good.
How are you, honey? So you excited to be on TV?
No.
Yeah, she could care less.
Lying. Lying.
No.
She's the opposite.
You love it.
I like being on the other side of the camera.
And you, too. You married a guy. You got to support him, right?
Yeah, but it was a little different. Billy played baseball and
Right.
he did very well at first, and we just have...
He was a good player. He played left field, right?
God, Artie would know.
So he made a bunch of dough, right? Your
He
husband?
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he, in other words, he is a breadwinner in a sense.
He was.
He was.
Yes.
And now you're winning the
Yes.
bread. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I got it. Well, listen, congratulations on the show. and we
Lisa
will
would
watch
love
you.
to ride the Sibian, by the way.
Get on. Hop on, baby.
Howard, could you
We'd love to see
imagine?
you.
Could you imagine me back in '96? It was some Fox event. We had to do promos, so they had to get a makeup person. And I'm coked up and 27 and geeky looking, and she comes in to do my makeup, and I start trying to hit on her like a jackass.
You didn't go for Artie? You didn't want him at all?
Well,
Artie, by the way, I think it was Beer League. It was Artie weekend on Comedy Central, and they showed you it's so many movies and how great you look great.
They did Dirty Work and Beer League. But,
Dirty Work. Oh, I love that movie.
But so I say, are you? Are you single? She says, no. I say, what's he do? He's on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well.
You compete with that.
And I knew who the guy was. He's a big guy.
Oh, my God.
Let's go to Rick.
6'7".
Rick in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What do you want to say to Jillian Barbary on House Husbands of Hollywood?
Thanks, Howard. Jillian, I suspect that you and your husband are probably into spanking. Would you say you do it more for fun, for foreplay, or for occasional discipline?
Sounds like you almost like to be roughed up in bed, right?
Well, yes. There's no doubt about that, Howard. And I'm sure if Dr. Keith Abelo were here, he'd say the reasons
How hard
for
does
that,
he hit
but
you?
Not very hard. Sometimes I ask for it.
Sometimes you ask for it. You say, hit me? What is he when he's doing you from behind?
It's nasty. It's hair pulling and smacking. Lisa would hate. Oh my God, the stories I used to tell her. She'd go, oh no, I want to be romanced.
What are
and
the
loved.
reasons
That's
for
horrible.
it? What is it?
I don't know.
That gives you an orgasm. When
Sometimes
you
she doesn't listen.
Yeah,
when you
and
spank,
I'm asking for it.
When you spank, does it give you an orgasm?
Well, the spanking action doesn't, but everything that goes along with it.
I see.
The whole scenario. I can.
You like being humiliated? Did your father spank you?
Humiliated? I don't know about that.
Did
I'm not
your
gonna let a
father
guy...
used to spank you? Pull your pants down and
No.
spank you?
Oh, my father's a saint. My father, Big Jim, the man who raised me.
Do you ever call
Not the-
granddaddy? Do you ever say, "Daddy, spank me"?
No, I have no daddy issues whatsoever. My father, the one who adopted me, is a saint.
You ever call him Artie?
You're not into the choking thing, though, are you?
Lisa,
Yeah, we are.
I want you to be honest.
She's a choking girl.
Oh, you like to be
too.
choked.
Well, the whole thing we're into. It's not like
What did you think of David Carradine? Did
I
you know
knew-
they found him in women's clothing?
Can I? No, they found him naked.
His body was not naked. He was wearing women's stockings,
wig?
high heels, and a wig.
Are you fucking kidding?
I am
See, I
not
know
kidding.
David and his family.
Yes, I
know
David
his wife.
Too. I didn't know
Okay,
them
so
like
what
that.
do you think? I'm very. I know
What
he's.
I
I know he
think
had his demons and his issues, but I am.
I think he was into. I think he probably was into pretending he was a woman. And autoerotically asphyxiated himself because he wanted to be
I didn't
bound.
know this.
That's what was in the paper.
But why
today.
did I thought the Thai police? There was a picture of him hanging in the closet with his hands bound, and he was naked.
More information came out
Well,
today in the Post. I don't know. You know, that's what I saw.
Excuse me. The lingerie was on the bed.
Let me say one thing.
Bullshit. He
But
was
you don't think he had a
investigating
Thai
gangs.
hooker? You don't think he had a Thai hooker there, and something went really fucking
No,
wrong?
they said there's no evidence. There was one glass of wine. They checked forensically. There is no evidence that there was someone else in the room. This is what they're
Okay.
saying.
You don't think he was murdered?
I can't imagine there's some great conspiracy against David Carradine.
Yeah, I
He seemed
know.
like a gentle soul.
Oh.
Lisa, I watched the show.
Yes.
And I want you to be honest. I know you're friends with Jillian, but if you can be honest, be honest with us. I believe her marriage is doomed.
Did you hear him?
I would suspect after that, where you had that dinner party scenario, I think you went home with your husband and said, I think Jillian and Grant are in big trouble. Why don't you be honest?
We knew that night that we saw it happening, so we wanted to get out of there really fast.
They did. They went and had cocktails at a bar.
Do you know, I had a, I don't want to say who they are, but I have known couples. They're called the arguing couple. And yeah, there are couples who have no shame.
Everybody has like a group of friends, and there's one couple that always argues.
All right, it was me and Dana.
I got to tell you something. There are couples, and I've gone to dinner with them, where they get together and they fight viciously in front of other couples, and they think, I don't know what they're thinking. And this is you, Jillian, and your husband.
But we've never done that. This is the only time you saw us fight like that, right, Lisa?
I'm going to tell you something, Lisa.
But but you guys are comfortable doing it, where it makes I'm uncomfortable with it. My husband and I don't do that. We don't fight like that.
Lisa, I noticed that your husband even said, "Gee, what was that?" They had people to their home and they sat there and fight, and like, what are they looking for? And what, and, you know, it's clearly there's a huge disturbance in the relationship.
And
You're
the
fighting.
people around them really don't know what to do.
And
right?
Jillian, you know what? Wait till people go home and then fight with your husband. You're fighting with your husband in front of other people. You're the fighting couple. Do you want to be that couple?
Well, we were that night. I mean, we were also, you know.
Do you want to be the fighting couple?
Well, of course we don't, but we're working through our stuff. See, I used to point at him all the time and say, look, you're controlling, control. But then I looked at the show and I went, oh, my God, I'm the obsessive, crazy fucking woman running around going, look at his control issues, everybody. You know what I mean?
I don't
it's
know.
like, I got to look in the mirror, too.
Well, you both need help. Ralph, go ahead.
Maybe this is going to help.
You should have banged Jillian. I think it was like one of the first times we went to L.A., maybe the Mark and Brian.
Oh, my God. Yes,
it was like in front of the,
I know what it was. It was for private parts.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I was married at the time.
For the,
yeah,
book.
I know you were married, but she was so and she was like 20 years old.
I know you were married.
Right outside the Four Seasons.
Yes, that's where I met Ralph. And
Listen, I would have loved to have banged Jillian. And all it was our timing was off, Jillian, because like I met Beth, and then when I met Beth, and you were single, and then you were with someone. But I would have
never expressed interest.
You
no, I was totally interested.
Jillian. You should just, Beth will give you a pass.
No, oh my gosh.
I would have.
I love Beth.
I would have like said to you, come to my apartment and let's do it. Let's have some fun for a night.
What's doing?
Yeah, let's do it. And that's the way I should have done it, but didn't work out timing-wise. That's all.
But
for
see,
us.
you would never want a woman like me. You want a woman. You would never. I mean, I'm
wrong.
No, I'm absolutely right.
Why wouldn't
I'm too vocal. I work. I talk. I'm fucking. You
What's
don't
wrong
care
with
about
talking?
that. You don't like that. You don't like that. You want. You like Beth
No,
talks.
she's way too chatty.
I'm way too chatty.
Nothing wrong with a little talk.
But she's not easygoing.
I'm not talking about marrying
I'm easygoing, but the problem is.
I'm not talking about marrying you. I'm talking
just
about
sex.
fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm saying a lot
And
of
who
men that are
knows?
powerful like you end up with women that are there for them. They don't want a woman who's a high-powered attorney who's never going to be home. They
No,
want a
you're
wonderful
wrong.
woman at
I
home.
like the idea
Yeah.
of a high-powered woman.
Yeah, but you don't, the reality of
Every
it.
time you turn around, you're complaining that Beth's not there if she's doing something.
Exactly,
I said I
Howard.
like the idea of it. That's all. All right, listen.
Although you and I do have the same hours, it would be great. But
I'm a little turned on that you're not wearing underwear. I
yeah,
like that.
I never do.
I can't believe she won't hop on that Sybian for a second or two.
Get on there. What's the matter with
you're
you?
a huge fan of the show.
I am a huge fan of the show.
People are clamoring for this. You know it'd be great for
You were in
show.
Playboy, weren't you?
No, they offered for. You know what's so funny? I used to look at people and go, "Oh, there's no way." Pamela Anderson said, "You've got to do Playboy. What are you thinking? Don't be a moron. Do
I'm
Playboy."
looking at the boobs. They look amazing
And I
today.
said no for 4 years, and then they stopped asking.
How's your ass holding up?
Everything's fine. It's great.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was upset. I
Do
hated.
they airbrush those bikini
They're
pictures
not
of you?
allowed. Are you kidding? Because that's false
Nutrisystem?
advertisement. So
look
legally, they can't do anything. But you know what? I was a bad fat person. And I just decided that I didn't want to have that extra weight on me. As soon as I had the baby, I was breastfeeding, and I just decided this is just not comfortable.
What's
Billy
your best
trained
feature?
me. Her husband.
What's your best feature?
Would you say my boobs?
Your boobs.
Have
My
you seen her
they're-
boobs?
Oh, please.
Do
This
they look
morning.
good?
Tan 'em.
You tanned them. You rub them?
Whatever needs to be done.
Ah.
Jillian's
Hey
got
now.
nice nipples too.
I do.
How do you know, Ralph?
Yeah, how do you know, Ralph?
I've heard.
Girls talk, Robin.
Ralph, did we have fun that night? It was so much fun.
I did. I heard Robin didn't, but I...
Listen, you know what I heard Robin say on the radio? Oh, I don't know. I went home at midnight. That's interesting. I got pictures of Robin at 2 a.m. fucking dancing in the window of the Four Seasons. I'm like,
what, were you outside the window? You were sleeping.
Well, that's true. I did pass out, but I rallied again, Robin. I rallied.
I must tell you, I'd love to reminisce. But,
I'm sorry. That's right. He wasn't there.
Now, let me tell you something. I do recommend, I give the show a big thumbs up to you and your husband.
Wow, that's huge. Thank you.
Lisa, it's a hit show for me. See Jillian Barbary on House Husbands of Hollywood. It's huge.
Huge.
Premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel.
Thank you, Howard.
And I'm proud of you. You're doing well.
You.
I love you, too.
I love you.
Very, very much.
And can I say
more than you'll know?
There's a big writer right now. He's got a show out on Anthony Kiedis, who's your #1 fan, and Mike Benson would kill
Red
me
Hot
if I
Chili
didn't.
Peppers, Anthony Kiedis, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike Benson is his name, and he writes on that show, and he loves you, and I wanted to say hi on the show for him.
Any other shout-outs?
No, that's it. Sorry, I already fell asleep.
Did you fall asleep during the shout-outs?
I'm done.
What else do you and your husband talk about?
And by the way, before you leave, let Artie check your breasts to see if they're real.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to check your vagina for hair.
Just wear some rubber gloves. That's
I'll
all
be
I
right
ask.
over there.
And carry a gun.
Good luck with the show, and we'll be back right after these words.
Jillian.
Hi.
Very candid in there.
Well, what else can I be? I don't have a choice. I have verbal diarrhea. It's like, bleh! It just comes out of me.
You're normally that revealing for everyone as far as like your sexuality and preferences.
Nobody asks anything, so of course when Howard asks, I'm going to be honest.
Right. And he doesn't seem to trust that your marriage is healthy and steady.
I don't want him to worry. We're fine.
Everything is fine.
Yes.
And the other question, the boobs, they're real.
Yeah. Right? Because they move a lot. They do. They have a life of their own.
What's your favorite part about doing Howard's show, being such a huge fan of his?
Oh, my God. It's the best. And I haven't been here in years, so for me, it's just like seeing family. And I have to rein myself in because I have listened for 17, almost 18 years. And it's like you have to... I can go off on tangents, and then I'd be there for 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
You're overwhelmed a lot.
I get I'm like, and then I want to talk about this with Artie, and with Robin, and, you just got to calm down.
And he briefly touched on your love for Fred Norris.
I do love Fred.
What is it about?
He's kind of quiet, but then when he drops in funny lines, he's always kind of subtle about it. And I love that about him.
A very smart humor from Fred.
He's genius too. I mean, nobody can fuck with Fred. You can't win Fred's money. You can't. Don't even try. So I think that there's that aspect. He's really sexy because he's so smart.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jillian. It was good to see you.
Love you guys. Sal, Richard, hey, what's up?
Very nice
it's so
to
great to meet you.
You
I'm a
beautiful.
big fan.
Good to see you again.
Richard, you shaved your head. It looks good.
I did. Thank
what's
you.
Up, Chrome Dome?
Yeah,
Better
it's my nice summer look. Yeah.
For the phone call, so that you can be like.
It slides right off my ear.
You guys rock.
Oh, thank you.
You're so fucking brilliant. I love your calls. I just did like my favorite moments, and a lot of them were you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I mean, the scooter being shot at, and then the Casey countdown to top 10 the Chinese restaurant. King.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
JG.
Sorry.
What is this? What is this? A tour? What is this?
It's a tour.
Like on camera? What, are they following you around?
It's behind the
scenes. They're your people, dude. I don't know. Don't yell at me.
With David Height following you around too, and Doug and everybody.
Everybody.
Wow,
I got a posse, dude.
Obviously.
Yeah. I thought you'd be more excited to see me after the wedding. You just don't want to get slapped again.
You know that, yeah.
Okay.
That too.
So this is your cubby hole.
Yes.
All right.
It's a little messy right now, but
It's not bad. It's okay. You have a little more privacy, but that's all right.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we had Artie in, and we started having a discussion about how Dan, the song parody man, hasn't paid him back the $6,500 that he's owed him for like 2 years. And then Ralph called in, and Ralph was all about like, man, just let it roll up your back. What are you getting so upset about? I don't think Ralph was getting it. You know, I know that if somebody owed Ralph $6,500, he'd be really pissed. But anyway, there's a lot of discussion going on. Here's how it all went.
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Artie, I don't understand why. I mean, I can understand you're upset with Dan. Just like I understand that you're upset, but you keep lending money out expecting a different result from various people. So you should really be putting this money out there without the expectation of getting it back.
Well, hold on a second, Ralph. Hold on. Artie.
But can I finish?
Hold on, but have you lent money to other people
I don't
and
lend
gotten
money.
it back?
I
Oh, no,
don't-
I'm talking to Artie. Stop for a second.
Ralph, it's not about you for 3 seconds.
Artie, have you lent money to other people in the last 5 years and gotten it back?
About 85% of the people I've loaned money to have given it back to me. Right. Absolutely.
But do you think Dan doesn't want to pay this money back and he feels bad about it? You know,
No. That's not what I
mean-
said. That's not what I said. I think Dan does feel bad about it, but it's just a little aggravating when a guy seems to be relaxing on a weekday afternoon at a screening he's getting for free with one of the biggest stars in the world because he works for him, instead of maybe, I don't know, doing anything to scrape it up. It's just, I'm being honest with you, Ralph. It's
Right, but that doesn't. But one doesn't preclude the other. Just because he did a screening doesn't mean that he, should he just sit in his house and
Ralph, if it were your
not leave?
Ralph,
and,
if it were your money, hold on a second. If it were your money, if it were your money that somebody owed you, you'd probably have a similar feeling.
That's not the point. But
no, but it is the point.
No,
it's a
not
big
the
point.
What I'm wondering is, why do you even let it get to you that you're letting this upset you? And it's how much is it, by the way?
$6,500.
Okay, it's not a drop in a bucket, but I mean and I'm not counting your money or how you spend it.
I understand,
but I'm just saying on a psychological level, why do you even let it get to you? Just, you know what? Fuck it. What am I going to do about it? It's
all right, Dr. Freud. Well, listen, I didn't grow up with a lot of money, Ralph, and I don't think you did either. You seem to come from a good family, a good mom. Your sister seems like a classy person. I grew up with no money, so I don't give a fuck how much money I make. $6,500 is still $6,500. That could be a necklace for my sister. It could be something I could do nice for someone I love or something. But I could give it to charity. Yeah. It's still a lot of money, Ralph.
Artie, you're rationalizing it. You don't have to.
I know, because he's forcing me to. Because he's asking a stupid question. I think.
I'm not. No, I'm just.
No, Ralph, you're asking a stupid question. You're being stupid.
I
agree, Ralph.
You're being stupid. And listen, Ralph, let me listen to me.
Really
I agree with you that it's my fault for loaning money out a lot and expecting it back. But Gary's right. About 85% of the time, I have gotten it back. And Dan was a friend of mine, and I thought that might happen too. It was a mistake. I'm a human being. You're right. I shouldn't let it get to me, but it is right now. And I'm being honest about it on the radio. That's all I'm saying. You're entitled to your opinion. It came up today, and I said, you know what, Howard? I want to say something because it's something that's been on the air. I'm a little mad right now.
And I'm not attacking you, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying maybe there's another way to look at it. Like, you know what? Let me just let this go.
But Ralph, you're
a better human being than I am, Ralph, because it's hard to let it go, brother.
And Ralph, I don't think you're being completely honest. You're being a little hypocritical because a lot of times you'll call here and you'll say, listen, the great thing about Howard is no matter how much money he has, he still values money.
Sure.
You'll say that all the time.
Right.
So why should Artie not value the money he's owed?
You're missing the point of. Maybe I'm just not making clear. I'm not saying that $6,500 is nothing. That's a shitload of money to anybody. I think to Bill Gates, I think $6,500 is a lot.
And it should be because it could feed 18 kids tonight steak dinners.
Right,
you know?
but this guy Dan is like he's not a jerk off. I don't think, and
neither do I.
And he's obviously having trouble paying it back, and you're getting upset with yourself and him, and it's like you don't need to, that 65. You're not getting kicked out of your house,
Ralph. You're not getting it, man. You're not getting it. It doesn't matter if I'm getting kicked out of my house, man. You're not getting it.
You're saying you're not counting Artie's money, but you just counted it.
Yeah, Ralph. The fact that he's not getting kicked, it's completely irrelevant.
It's just money.
No,
it's just money.
And it's not just the value of money. It's a friend treating you kind of shitty.
Yeah, right. There's more to it than just the money aspect of it. It's somebody you trusted. Who and I think again
I think if Dan could pay the money back, if Dan could pay the money back, he would.
He would. I'm agreeing with you, Ralph, but he's not making an effort to get it. So something's wrong here.
I mean, what if what if Dan could do a million things? He could say to Artie, "Look, I need a way to earn the money."
I mean, it's just like maybe
Ralph, you don't know the situation.
Are you trying to make me feel guilty right now? I know he has a daughter. That's why I loaned him the money.
No,
and if he came to me and said, "I can either give you the $6,500 or feed my kid for 10 days," I said I don't want it. But he's not doing that. He's not communicating with me.
Right. See,
so instead of like calling him or something like that, you're gonna deal with it on the air.
You want me to? No, he dealt with it on the air, Ralph. He made this up. And Howard harps on it because it's funny and interesting. Every time he sees Dan at a screening, Howard makes a joke about it. So get on Howard for talking about it on the air.
But didn't you bring it up today and say I'm upset with Dan?
No, Dan came up, and I thought, and I am, and because it's been brought up on the air, I brought it up.
All right.
Ralph, only you could make Artie feel like the villain in this.
I'm not. You're twisting it.
But you're saying just forget it. I'm sure he'd pay it back if he could. But there's more to it than just actual money as well. And Benji started to touch on that a little bit.
No,
hold on. Let me finish now. Hold on. Let me finish.
You're trying to make me the villain for saying, "Hey, look at it."
So you are the villain because you're talking like a jerk off right now.
I want to make my point, and I have the luck of not having to listen to Ralph while I want to make the point. It's not only dollars and cents you're dealing with here. Benji sort of touched upon it. It's a friendship. It's a person that you trusted that said they were going to do something that they didn't, and it's a lack of communication. And I think that's Artie's biggest issue. In other words, if I were in the same position and somebody came to me and said, listen, man, I know I owe you that money. Times have been rough. I lost my job. Just a little communication. But Artie doesn't get any communication. He just goes to a screening and sees a guy sitting there, and then your mind just makes up the rest.
Look, Dan used to call me a few times a day. You know what I mean? And this goes back to the Chaz Palminteri Bronx Tale thing. He says that jerk off's out of your life for $20. He owes you $20. But he's going to avoid you forever. It's different with me and Dan because I do want to see the kid. I like the kid. I hope his daughter's fine. So tell me, look, Art, I just can't. Every once in a while, call me up and say, I ain't got it, man. I'm sorry, brother. And everything's fine.
And I know he's embarrassed. I'm sure it's one of the reasons he's probably embarrassed. But still, those are the parts of life where you got to man up and bite the bullet.
Right. Well, you're absolutely right about that. I mean, he should be communicating or saying something or letting you know. Or I don't disagree with that. All I was just trying to say, and like I said, I'm not sure I'm making clear. It's just like you're letting it really get to you, and you're upsetting yourself. Like you're making yourself miserable over it.
Right.
Maybe I'm overstating it, but you know what I mean. Like I would be like, well, fuck it.
Well,
I'm gonna get my. You got enough to worry about.
Ralph, you're right, but you know what? It doesn't consume me 24 hours a day. Today at 6:02 when we started, it got to me, and I brought it up, and I would never have brought that up on the air if Dan didn't, and Howard didn't keep bringing it up, and that's it. I'm classier than to loan people money and then to bring it up on the air. He brought it up. He brought it up. And, this other guy who owes me the money, who I won't talk about because I would never do that, he's not a friend of mine. I don't know him.
I still don't know why you lent that guy money.
Because he told me he was going to get killed by a loan shark or something, and he was going to get evicted from his house. And look, people know I'm a soft touch. I gave the guy $4,000, and you know what? He's not a friend of mine, and I don't care if I ever see him again. But Dan is, and I do care. That's the problem.
Dude, that's the problem too. It's like people know that you give out money, and it's like
I know, but and look,
the Bank of Hoboken.
To my family, exactly.
What do they call you?
The Bank of Hoboken. That was very funny. But to my family's credit, no one in my family has ever asked me for money. I got cousins who work their ass off for climbing roofs, carpenters. I come from a classy family, thank God. It's no one in my family. They're happy for me, and I love seeing them. But I got a couple. Look, I went to high school, had a few dirtbags in it, and people.
And they seem to find her.
People are lingering around. Why do you think I'm not on Facebook?
Hey, have you been able to say no to anyone?
You'd be bankrupt if you were on Facebook.
That's a good question. Have you said no to anyone?
Like, what's the best story you said no to?
From the guy who couldn't say no to Scott the engineer.
Oh, right.
Like from a high school
That's true, right?
You know what, Benji? I don't think I've ever said no to someone who's asked me to loan them money. And because no one's ever asked me to loan them $1 million, but people have always asked me to loan them money that's affordable to me. Technically, with Dan, I did because Dan wanted $15,000. I gave him $7,500, and then he came back and said, "Forget about it."
Can I tell you something? This is really terrible. We were going to do sort of a practical joke hidden camera. It came up on the air. I came up in one of the meetings one time. You were lending people money. We were like, Artie's such a soft touch. He's such a good guy. We were going to do a hidden camera.
Yeah.
Where I was, but this I felt so bad about.
Where I was going to come out to George Takei and he was going to ask me for money.
No. where I was going to go in and see like maybe tell you like one of my kids was sick and see how much I could get out of you. And I said that's just a terrible thing. Like could I? But you would have given me money. And
let me tell you something. If you tell me one of your kids was sick, I would have given you $400,000.
I know that. I know, and that's what we sort of know that there was no.
That would have been. And who,
I couldn't do that with my kids.
There's no God, but God forbid. I have to say that like my grandmother. Your kid, hopefully your kid doesn't get.
Well, the other thing is, if I was coming to Artie for money, I would think like, all right, what's the number that would, he would pay, but it wouldn't be ridiculous. Like Dan overreached with 15.
It's like Deal or No Deal.
And Ralph makes a good living, but I'm sure that, and to Ralph's credit, he's never asked me for any money. You know what I mean? It's like
I've never borrowed money from anybody.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing about Ralph. Like, he does have that principle about him because he was raised right, I think. But and I think Dan was raised right, too, but he was just desperate. It was his kid, and I'm not trying to fuck with him. But I said something today spontaneously, and maybe I shouldn't have, but it was on the air already.
It's more like Price is Right. Like, how high do you bid? At what point do you turn Artie off?
That would be the gag to pull on you.
Will Artie lend this woman from Ohio with the gout $25,000? I'm going to say lower.
Higher.
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the great game Bang My Dad, where Matt, a very lucky father, won a great date with a mother-daughter porn team from the Bunny Ranch. This guy is a lucky dude. Check it out.
We should get to the big contest, and that was Bang Your Dad, where daughters came in and pitched their fathers to win a date with the Bunny Ranch mother-daughter team of Ellie and Desi. And was it awkward in there? I mean, or
Well, I wasn't in there. We should get Will down here. I actually missed a lot of it. I was on a phone call for a good deal of it. But, you do look up at your monitor, and you see... a dad, one was surrounded by two daughters and one was surrounded by, a daughter. And I heard the girl say, well, my dad had a bad experience with a hooker. That's why I brought him here. And it is a little, it is a little different.
Benji, you were in there. Was it awkward? Was it exciting? How did you feel?
You think Benji felt awkward because there were girls trying to get their fathers laid by whores?
Listen, it's not my life, but I really don't think there's anything
It could
wrong
be
with
actually one day.
I don't.
I could see your daughter trying to get you a whore.
I wouldn't want to have to pay for sex, but I just don't think I don't know. To me, it's not. It's unconventional and it's different, but it's not really that bad. But of course, yeah, it's shocking.
Do you think it's a good measure of a daughter's love for their father?
It was nice if they can have a healthy way to talk about it with them. Sure, why not?
And Will Murray... I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
The daughters seem to... Yeah, they all seem to have very nice relationships with their dads.
All right, Will Murray now joining us here on the wrap-up show. Will, was this a tricky contest to pull off? Or maybe there are a bunch of daughters who want their dads to win a dream date with a mother-daughter Bunny Ranch team.
No, I mean, we didn't have a whole lot of people to work with, but obviously we had enough to make it work. Actually, one of the couples broke, that they dropped out at the last minute. I guess the wife and the husband made up, so they were out. And then we had one other contestant that was interested, but these were the two great stories just because, the daughter with the hooker saga, and then obviously the one guy is still married, which is such a great story. So
And that seemed to freak Howard out.
Yeah, Dominic was frustrated by his first Vegas experience, I guess. That's the one contestant. He came real close to winning this one, but he just came up a vote short. And then Matt, who was still married, his daughters put him up for it. He said he spoke with his wife once, and she gave him the go-ahead, and that's pretty much how he was going to proceed.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I was actually really surprised that Matt was here, at the beginning of the contest, because you just hear this on paper, and it just doesn't almost compute. You're like, what are you talking about?
So I didn't understand. He's married.
He's still married.
And he said his wife said it was okay. And why did his daughters want this for him if he's married?
Because they said, he works very hard and he hasn't had a very good marriage. They didn't say it was a bad marriage. They just said it's kind of a stale marriage and he needed some spice.
Because I wonder how they'd feel if their daughters were getting, their husband's a girl because maybe, they wanted to make this marriage be a little better. It is. Listen, it's. I don't judge, but it's wacky behavior.
And if you missed it, here's a clip of Matt winning the big contest.
All right, Matt. Well, it's a date. The ladies are with you. God bless you. Whatever happens, happens. That's between you guys.
Well, what do the girls do while Dad now goes on this date?
What are you girls going to be
Have
busy
sex with me.
What are you girls going to be busy doing?
I don't know. We're going to go out and look for our own dates.
I see.
Square.
And Matt, by the way, let me say something. There's no shame in you going off with the ladies, and even if it's just making out and some sexual talk, you can just do that. I mean, you don't
I
need
can't believe you're such a.
I'm just putting the thought out there. You can do what goes on. It's a date. It's It's,
He's so conservative.
Howard is evolved.
I'm evolved.
You have.
Thank you.
I haven't though. So listen.
I offered my boob and he wouldn't touch.
Now, I pulled that clip for a couple reasons, but one, I've never heard Robin called Howard a fuddy-duddy before. Where's she coming from on that?
I don't know, Howard just giving the guy all the options, you know what I mean? And the guy could do whatever he wants.
There was something really, just his demeanor, it was really sad. And I was one of the voters, and I voted for him because I didn't know what criteria to vote on. Like, the Dominic situation seemed much happier. Like, he just seemed like he was divorced, and his daughter was kind of shy about it, but she wanted her dad to get laid. And this one just seemed darker, but there was something so sad about him. Gary, you voted, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't vote at all.
Who would you have voted for?
I didn't. You know what? I said I was on a phone. I didn't hear enough of it to really be able to get the full gist of it.
Yeah, I just I don't know. Did you disagree with the outcome?
I probably would have voted for Dominic, but it was like a 51-49 split. They both had pretty good stories, I thought. What about you, Will?
I would have voted for Matt. I thought that's the more compelling story. It'll be funny, especially if we can get the mom on the air tomorrow when we talk about the date.
That'd be great.
And it might be going on right now.
Exactly.
Right. By the way, a funny sort of backstage thing that was going on. Ron Jeremy, the porn star, he's been here so many times and he never gets in the door. You know what I mean? And it's become almost like a running joke, and it's gotten to the point where Ron doesn't even ask anymore. So he was with Dennis from the Bunny Ranch, but I walked by the green room. Ron was sleeping and snoring so fucking loud. It was the funniest thing to see Ron Jeremy passed out in our green room.
Let's talk about Desi and Ellie. Ellie's the mom and Desi's the daughter. Or do I have that backwards?
Backwards. Desi was the mother. Ellie's the daughter.
And Ellie seemed to have a lot of fans in the studio today.
Who, Ellie?
Yeah.
The daughter? Yeah, she's pretty hot, especially for, Bunny Ranch girls sometimes get a bum rap, but the last few that have come in here have been pretty attractive. That Brooke Taylor was really hot, I thought, and the Virgin girls were hot, too.
Which was the one that was doing this?
That was a mom.
Oh, okay.
That was Desi.
And what do you think of their relationship between the two of them?
It's so bizarre. Even doing the pre-interview, and Desi was telling me how she scolds Ellie for not cleaning up their Bunny Ranch room, and then Ellie tells me, well, I have a lot of rough sex in there and things get scattered. What am I supposed to do? It's just the whole thing is weird.
I like the part where they talk about they are a mother-daughter team, but they don't do things together. There's a line, and they won't look at each other. They could have sex in the same room, but they won't look at each other or make eye contact.
Right, and they go even further than that, saying well, if we saw each other, that would be disgusting.
That'd be wrong.
That's the hard line they draw.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where they're drawing lines because there are a few other things that may cross other people's minds.
Right,
lines, excuse me. But when you put together a contest like this, people are going to be somewhat freaked because you got the daughters pitching the dads and what the prize is. But ultimately, that's what makes it compelling to listen to, I would imagine.
Yeah, they're interesting people. It's not your average person who wants to get their dad laid.
Ask Napkin Ed. You're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, those fucking bitches made me sick today that you had in there on the fucking show with that fucking laugh and that's fucking phony ass shit. And I wouldn't mind fucking cutting their throats and putting them in the ghost.
Ed, calm down.
No, they made me fucking sick.
Ed, you got to chill out.
I'm fucking mad.
All right.
He's angry.
Hey, it's Sal, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, the brilliant Bob Levy came on to talk about his problems and the fact that he can't spell, that he can't comprehend anything, and then they asked him who's smarter, himself or me, and that fucking moron had the balls to say he's smarter than me. He can't even say shrimp properly. He can't even spell. He's an idiot from New Jersey. He lives in a fucking trailer. Fuck you, Bob.
Christine, when you came in, you were skeptical of the way Bob pronounces things and the way he spells things. I mean, Bob, some people think, how could you not be able to say this? How can you not be able to spell this?
Because I don't know these words. Once I can get to know the word, it's, I can learn it, and that's how I go. I don't use these words like that. Doug came up with that stupid word, and he spit on me when he was saying it. What was that
word again?
Oh, what was that? Oh, my God.
It was like tittle or thwaddle, something or other.
I mean, it's words that you don't use. Yeah, tiddly. What the fuck is that? When am I going to use that?
And that's one thing we do a Miserable Men is a lot of people say, I just don't buy it. I can't believe that this guy can't read, that he's this, this is them saying it, that he's this stupid.
But here's how I do know it's true.
Right.
Because Bob's wife really doesn't believe it, and that's just love.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's blind love.
I think if the fact that she goes, I don't really think Bob thinks like that, and I see the way she looks at him, that's why I buy it even more.
But the funny thing is, Gary gets my emails. Like if I send in a bid or something, he'll write back to me and go, "What are you talking about?" And I have to actually go back and forth 3 times.
First of all, Bob writes no capitalization. no punctuation, and unbelievable amount of misspelling. So it's hard to really comprehend. I'll show you one of his emails later. It's all run on. I don't know where it begins or it ends.
It's like a cat walked across the keyboard.
But I have to say that after I've communicated with Bob enough, I sort of
Now
do
you know
understand
it, right?
Yeah, I sort of look at your emails and I think about it and I get it.
Well, there'll be times we're doing the show and I hear him trying to pronounce a word, and he's nowhere even near the word, not even close. And for whatever reason, I know exactly what word he's trying to say.
Well, Bob, let's let Christine get a word in here. Christine, I mean, what about what Gary just said? Do you love him so much that you can look past that, or do you think?
Well, I look past it because it doesn't affect our daily life. I mean, I think I'm pretty intelligent. I have good grammar. I know how to use punctuation. So it doesn't. There's anything that needs to be done. I handle all the business stuff and anything that needs to be written down. But he does ask me.
Isn't
or
it true
read.
that,
Like, Christine, what's a word that he asked? Like, you're sitting at home and he goes, Christine, how do you spell? And you go, oh my
Yeah,
God.
he'll be on the computer. The other day it was through. And I said, well, do you mean through as in I threw a ball, or I need to go through, the toll booth or whatever?
And he goes, I don't know, just tell me through.
Yeah, so I had to find out which
So I
meaning.
said
and
true.
then
I went through.
But then I spell it, and then he's like, okay, wait, say it again. And then I have to spell something like 4 times, and I'm
She's
sitting
my
there
spell
thinking,
check.
like, how can he not know this? Like, a part of me, I know he's not faking it, but part of me is just like, he's not a stupid man. So how can you not know how to spell simple
I have
words?
a blockage with things like that. I am totally, like, 3/4 of my mind is perfect. I can think of great ideas.
Really?
I
That
can,
much of your mind?
Well, all right, half of my mind.
Well, throwing all the jokes out the window.
Yeah.
When you were in school and stuff, how did you do as a general rule? Like, you graduated high school.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I went to 6 years of high school. I would have had to stay.
You were that guy?
I was that guy. The guy that had the car.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was the guy.
You were buying beer for everybody?
Yeah, I was the guy. And I got to the point where they go, you're going to have to go another half a year to graduate, and I couldn't anymore. I just couldn't do it anymore.
You know what after 6 years?
After 6 years, I still needed like 6 more credits or something like that.
And did they ever? It was so long ago. But did they ever test you, diagnose you? Say
No,
you're ADD,
they
or,
just.
Or
I just smoked a lot of pot.
When you were in
I didn't
high
go to
school, did you stay in one room and the teachers moved, or did you move from
No,
class
I went to class, you fuck.
You know what it's
I had
like?
a helmet on.
A question-
I thought I was on the football team.
It's like in the movie Better Off Dead. He has this friend, and he goes, "Look, I've been in high school for 8 years. I'm no dummy."
All right, I have a question for the room, and then, of course, I want you to answer it, Bob.
Okay.
Who's the smarter guy, Bob Levy or Sal Governale? Fred, you first.
You know what? It's like being, who's the winner in the Special Olympics? I mean, it's like
Everybody.
Who's the fastest retard?
You know,
I have a definitive answer.
I do too.
I actually might have to give the edge to Bob,
based on
just the way he conducts himself.
Right.
Gary?
It's Bob, because Bob is very aware of his limitations.
Right.
Sal knows he's limited, but then tries to go off into areas that he can't navigate.
All right, Christine.
Well, Benji, then Christine.
I think they both seem smart to me. I think Bob probably has a reading problem. He might be dyslexic, but I think he has good analytical skills, which to me is intelligence. And I think Sal does also.
So you got to pick one.
Oh, if I think one is smarter, probably on tests. There's no way to know that. On tests, Sal would do better.
Okay, Christine?
Definitely my husband, obviously. But I think Bob is so street smart, and he's so good with numbers, and he's such a great businessman that it's so odd that he can't read. Because, I mean, he'll add up, he'll be figuring out ticket sales and how many seats they need. And, I mean, he's doing all these figures in his head, and he's adding up, for the month, he has 10 shows. Okay, this is how much I'm going to make for the end of the month. I mean, he does it like that in his head.
Does he
And
ever say Judge Wapner's on at 4 o'clock?
No, I never did that.
You ever think about getting a tutor or somebody just to help you? I'm not kidding around.
Well, I'm taking acting lessons, so I'm going to see how that works.
I'm sorry, what are you
out.
taking?
See,
Acting
he just said
lessons.
lessons. It's lessons.
Well, that's going to help me talk.
Shuli, who's your vote for?
I would say based on people skills, because Bob, I think, has a little bit better people skills. He could talk to people, and believe it or not, he does have a filter in his head that I think Sal sometimes is there, but it's just not on.
Bob, you want to vote on this?
I would definitely say me, because like when we played that game and Sal wouldn't check the words that I did, and I sent you the bit. I said, why don't we have a thing where people would call in to win if I got it right or if Sal got it wrong? Like he wouldn't check the game, so it would be like a double game trying to win it, because he's checking my words on a computer and he can't do it.
That's true.
That makes him stupider.
Well said, Bob. Well said.
Well put.
Am I right?
Yeah, well put.
And
I
stupider
believe
was
the term-
actually correct when he used it that way.
It's actually more stupid.
in that context.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Chris. So Christine said you're good with math. Can you do simple
Go ahead,
math?
hit me. Go ahead, hit me the numbers.
It's simple. 15% of 200.
No, well, give me like 8 times 7, anything like that. I'll answer
All right, 8
that.
times 7.
56.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Okay,
Really,
he stomps out the
12
answer.
times 12.
144. Keep going.
All right, he knows his times tables.
He knows his
He knows his gazintas.
He knows his
Gazintas. That's a word, too.
Here you go, Bob.
Yes.
Playing the club this weekend.
Yes.
200 people are going to be there.
And 50
Tickets are $20 a piece.
$4,000.
And you're getting and you're getting half of every
And
ticket.
Julie gets $50.
$2,000 I get.
We got 2 speech impediments we got to pay out, plus a retard in a dunk tank.
No, I would get.
And we got to
I
clean
would get
$20 to
$2,000.
clean the shit out of the toilet.
Yeah, the diameter of an opening on a shower is 3.
All right, I'm voting for Sal because it was
Whoa.
because it was unanimous in here, so someone's got to stand up for him.
Maybe we should do something one day because there's something. He's not a bright man. I love the guy, but I can look in his raccoon eyes and know there's something wrong. There's something wrong. I love the guy, but there's something wrong with him.
I think Sal's a lot smarter than you guys, all of you realize. And
You think he's like a fox, like smart like
I'm
that?
giving him a ride home every day, so clearly,
That's true. Look, a free ride home. In
But
this
John,
gas-
you have been in
from
the
a
car
Jew.
where you probably had to bite your lip when Sal was saying, in World War II, when we fought in Indonesia, he's always said, like, he didn't know who were the allies and who were the enemies in World War II.
No, Gary, he didn't know the Revolutionary War was before World War II.
Right.
So yeah, with some academic stuff, he's not the brightest bulb.
John,
but
his geography's pretty bad,
But
too.
like Christine was saying, Bob's got a lot of street smarts. Sal has a lot of street smarts too.
The whole thing is Sal thinks he's smart. I know I'm
That's
not.
what-
He'll
that's what I
go
said.
and say, he'll give his answer, he'll talk about shit that he has no knowledge about. I know to shut the fuck up.
Bob's right. If you ask Bob a question, Bob will go, I think this might be the answer. If you ask Sal a question, he goes, all right, everybody, calm down.
Yes.
Here's the answer. And then when it's wrong, it's 10 times funnier.
Exactly.
My question,
No,
John, is...
when it's wrong. I'm sorry, Shirley. When it's wrong, he breaks out the statistics to prove that he's right.
Statistically speaking,
That's my
black babies.
Yeah.
When you started driving Sal home and you started hearing his thought process, like in Millionaire, let's say, where they're breaking down a question, when did you realize that I can never correct this guy again? Because I have that with Bob. Every Sunday we get together, plan the show, and he'll say something before the show starts. And there's a rule between all of us. I've yelled at guys, don't
talk
ever
before the
correct
show.
them.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Correct.
Probably as early as you realized it with Bob. To answer your question.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked to Richard and Will about Richard's hard feelings when Will yelled at him, and apparently Richard was avoiding going in the back and contributing to the show a little bit, and Howard, of course, brought that up on the air. And we thought we had that resolved until Jason came in and talked about how he was really angry at Richard for a bunch of things. And Sal piped in, Gary piped in. Before you knew it, everybody was angry at everyone, and no one trusted anybody. And here's how it all went down.
How do you feel after today, Richard? Do you feel like, do you feel like you have to have thicker skin, or you feel like you handled it the right way and now it's all gone?
Yeah, and you definitely get a thicker skin after working here for a while. But I lived with Will. I was such good friends with him, and it upset me because we were so close. And, to have somebody just scream at you like you're a little kid, it really pissed me off. And I don't like to get pissed off, so it kind of freaked me out, and I just wanted to get away from it for a while,
But was it fair for Howard to say that Will's anger...
Get out of here, Ronnie.
Will's anger crushed your exuberance at work? I mean...
No, I was still exuberant. I just didn't want to go near his area and, put up notes and things, and Sal would do it instead. But I did feel weird about, calling in and with drops and things like that after that. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I just felt like if I called in, it'd be bothering them,
See, and the way it was coming across, again, I couldn't really see it, but the way people were telling me was it seemed more like you were, A, pouting, and B, almost like punishing everybody, like, fuck you, I'm not going to participate anymore if you're going to treat me like shit.
I wasn't pouting at all. That's Sal. We've been fine. We've been having a blast, and it was just, doing our work, and it just is a thing where I don't want to be a kind of burden, and I don't want people to get pissed off at me, like, because you talk a lot about how I bug you and I drive you crazy, and I feel bad about that.
But the funny thing was even today when you're saying you're afraid to come to me, And I'm saying you shouldn't be afraid. There's a middle ground. In other words, you came to me all the time and wanted my undivided attention, and then you completely stopped coming to me and just I am me, and there's a middle ground.
But you said you like the I am.
I do, but it doesn't mean that you can. But you I am me to say that this is on your page. We have a new phone call or something like that. But you don't come to talk to me about your weekend anymore. And I'm saying you got to pick and choose and say, I don't need to come to Gary to. There's a great Tradio call on page 1. I don't need to come to Gary and sell it because Gary will listen to it and he'll know whether it's great or not. But I do need to come to Gary and say, this is what I did this weekend. There was a baby cry, and I've got tape of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just got to pick and choose your places.
Yeah, and there were things that we've tried to tell you about lately, like we did a gig in Alabama that we told you about, and you kind of just seemed like you didn't care.
Right, but that means I don't think it's good for the air, and that's if I'm going to be the filter, that's what it's going to be. I mean, I could sit there and pretend that it's really great, and then you guys go back to your room, and then you'll come back to me 5 times and go, hey, is he going to talk about Alabama? Is he going to talk about Alabama? Or I can just be really upfront with you because I think we have that relationship and go, yeah, I don't think that story works for the show, and then we move on, and we shouldn't be mad at each other.
Ronnie, has he been leaving you alone the past few weeks?
Yeah, man. It's like they're not even here anymore.
Really?
Which is great.
Yeah, I know. You, yeah.
See,
It's awesome.
everybody likes it.
I
It's
know,
awesome,
but one of your favorite things is breaking Ronnie's balls, both of you.
Yeah, now he's been like my best friend.
We still.
I knew all about his therapy shit before I think all you guys did.
I know, it sounds like a wounded animal.
He's unloading to me in the hallway, you know?
No, we still love breaking Ronnie's balls. We're just looking for the right opportunity.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Believe me, it's there. You know.
Now, Jason, you seem a little pissed off.
I am pissed off at
course
Richard,
you are.
actually. Richard mostly, because I think
I'm pissed off that you're on this show right now.
No, that's so funny.
That we have to hear your voice.
The whole audience is pissed off right now.
Well, guys, let Jason talk. Go ahead.
You know, Richard sits there in his passive-aggressive bullshit on the air today and really let Will take a bad rap. Richard and Sal, mostly Richard, don't understand that what they do to Will and Steve when they're on the phone, they're the ones that slow the process down about getting jokes up and getting shit out there. They, you know, when Richard has a funny thought or something he wants to put up, it's like nothing else in the world exists to him. That it doesn't matter who you're talking to, what you're doing at the moment, what's going on anywhere. It just becomes the prime focus of it. He laser beams on it and won't let